Good morning, guys. I hope you guys are well today. All right, we got a few gap ups. Let's see what we're watching. Oh, all right. Today is day 2 on my scale up journey. We're gonna see how it goes. Yesterday, I lost like $100, and then I ended up coming all the way back down and ending perfectly break even. I think I lost like 60 cents yesterday total. But I'm sizing up. I'm scaling up my size. Today is day 2 of that scale up in size. And we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Let me know if you have any tips for success for me in that process. All right, guys. So let me know what you're watching right now. That's my phone. What's up? What's up, Jan? What's up, brother? Yeah, I don't know about the crypto dip, man. It happens though. I've been talking to a lot of people about the crypto dip. It happens. You know what I mean? Like the reality of it is, the crypto drop. Yeah, thanks, John. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah. But yeah, the drop in crypto, I guess we should talk about it. We did get a pretty substantial drop. And who knows what's happening. Market's just not been that great the last few weeks. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it is what it is. Market's been slow, dull, boring. Let's see. Okay. All right, so yeah, let's talk about the drop in crypto. Let me pull up BitGet here. I mean, okay, so I think when people are buying crypto, everything's kind of crashing. Number one in crypto, Bitcoin, and this is the problem. And I see this with everything. Like I see this with BitGet signups. I see this with everything. Like the drop in crypto is certainly affecting everything else. And it's, I'm not gonna say it's normal, but like you got to look at the big picture when you're talking about crypto. You know what I mean? Like here is Bitcoin since 2020. This is Bitcoin over the last year and a half. Almost 2 years. And so in terms of like actual market movement, I honestly think it looks really good on a technical perspective. Now, all crypto is basically crashing. Like literally, there's only, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 crypto that are listed on BitGet that are even green today. So everything's crashing, everything's kind of dropping. We're not getting a ton of volatility, and it is what it is. It's not just going to go straight up. The market is not going to go straight up. What's up, Spac? Hey, thank you, brother. Yeah, exactly, Andrew. And this is kind of my mentality and philosophy too. Like I've been trading it long enough now for years to where I'm relatively unfazed by any major drop. Like I know the drops are gonna scare people away. Like I understand the drops are gonna scare people away, and that's normal, But like I said, if in terms of like percentages relative to the overall moves of Bitcoin over the last year, the drops are insignificant. The drops are small. The question is, are you buying the dip? We asked this last time. We asked people last time when Bitcoin was at like 45K. Bitcoin was at like 43, 45, 46K. And I asked everybody, are you buying the Bitcoin dip? And that's what I'm asking people now in the chat. And that's what we're going to be asking here on the chat. Are you buying the crypto dip? Let me know, because I'm genuinely curious. That's the real question to be asking is, are you buying the dip? What's up, Young? Did you have another username, brother? But that's the real question is, are you buying the crypto dip? Are you buying the Bitcoin dip? I'll put it this way. 70% of people said no last time, and that's when Bitcoin went from like 45 to like 60. But again, you still got people that are just hating on crypto. You get a certain, like, crypto's weird. Crypto's one of those things where you got like a certain percentage of people that literally root for its demise. They're not shorting it. They just root for its demise. Like, I'll put it this way. If you're anti-big government, you should be pro-crypto. I see a lot of conservatives hating on crypto. And I'm not really a conservative guy. Number one, I'm just going to put that out there right now. But if you are a conservative person, you should be rooting for Bitcoin. It takes the government and pushes them away. That's the entire point of Bitcoin. That's why it's valuable, is because it's a completely independent currency that nobody can touch, that is run by things that are not like that is run by nobody. Well, you're kind of right, Spac, to be honest. Nothing against boomers. Listen, I respect my dad massively. My dad's a boomer, But my dad probably hates Bitcoin, realistically. But you know what I mean? Right, exactly, stock market today, 100%, bro. Yeah, here's the Prague dip. Are you buying the Prague dip the Prague dip as well? Prague is up to 380s. Yeah. It's probably a good dip buy. Honestly, I think we're pushing for 100K. Who knows what it's actually going to be, but I think we're going to be pushing towards that. All right. Good morning. I bought the dip months ago, as you should have, Yeah, honestly, I genuinely believe that's true. Like I said, I'll put it this way, man. Like, I live in the South, right? Is like, and I'm gonna preface this conversation with, like, to be honest, I am mostly like socially conservative, or not the opposite. I am mostly socially liberal, I guess. Like I think my big philosophy is I just think the government should stay out of stuff. And I'm not quite a libertarian because like I disagree with them in a lot of ways too. But like my general philosophy is I think the government oversteps their bounds, and I think that. And so, but with that said, I'm a huge believer in Bitcoin because once you really understand it, that's what it does. That's what it does. It's the stock market with less red tape. It's the stock market that everybody can get involved with, where the government doesn't quite make the rules. And I think that is a valuable thing. And that is why Bitcoin is big. You know what I mean? That's why Bitcoin is valuable, is because the government doesn't make the rules there. It's like internet gold. It's internet money, that the government can't mess with, And so, and I mean, they still mess with it, don't get me wrong, but like that's the endearing part of crypto. Anybody can create a crypto account, buy crypto, sell crypto to anybody else in the world without really having to get around red tape. Now I digress. Yeah, exactly, Jason. And that's probably the best way to put it. I don't, it is what it is. Do you think momentum for Prague will carry out through the day? Potentially, we're watching it. It's gapping up nicely. I hope it does. But who knows? Right. Government can take your house, but not your crypto. That's right. Anyways. But yeah, we got Prague gapping up. We got BIMI moving up as well. We got KZR on the move too. KZR flying up. As is the right way to do it, Nita. Honestly, I'm probably bothering everybody this morning. I'm probably pissing the right off because I said I'm mostly socially liberal, and I'm probably pissing the left off because I said I don't like the government. So I'll probably bother everybody up in here. Probably not the right move. I should probably just leave politics out of it. But hey. We are who we are. But yeah, we got Prague up there. It's at 380s. We're going to see what happens. Gap it up nicely. This one's got a pretty big group of traders following it. Progeny. Changes to beneficial ownership. Third quarter EPS results last week, worse than expected. But they had a change to beneficial ownership. Form 3 filing. And Form 4 filing. Trying to see what else is causing this rip. So, programmer, when are we getting that London coin? Should be coming soon. All right, we got 380s. We got KZR. Gap it up. So let's see what the catalyst is for KZR. It's a little bit slower of a day. I'll say that. KZR is Khazar Life Sciences. They're trading high after the company reported interim results from the Mission Phase 2 trial in patients with lupus nephritis. The company said KZR 616 demonstrates clinically meaningful benefit in patients with lupus. Here's the catalyst for KZR. Right here. That's the catalyst for KZR. We'll see what happens with it. It's trading higher. Company reported interim results from the Mission 2 in patients with lupus. So positive trial results. KZR is making a move back to VWAP. Looks like this could be crazy today. Yeah, we're watching it. It's a big move. Looking at the float itself, the float is 41 million. So it's a smaller float. It's not tiny by any means, but it's smaller. I do want to thank everybody that downloaded the Squeeze app. We've got, hundreds and hundreds of people that are downloading that app. So I appreciate you guys. you know. So I appreciate you, team. Thank you. Let's keep growing. What I'm really curious about is I wonder if anybody's found this YouTube channel through the Squeeze app. Should we buy some stuff early this morning in pre-market? I'm in, you know, I don't mind like poking around this morning. Here, what about Lucid here, guys? Lucid earnings looking solid. What about Rivian? When is the Rivian earnings supposed to come out? Let's be safe and check to make sure. Hey, chat, when's the Rivian earnings coming out? Let me know. I'm on the first page of Google. You love to see it. Hey, what's up? Follow. Prague is my play today. Nice. The hype with Prague is that options are due Friday. Gamma squeeze is possible. Interesting. Prague is honestly heavily gapped up. You know? And Prague also moved up all day yesterday too. So Prague is up like 20%. BGFV high short squeeze. Or a high short float. KZR up there. Rivian, when's the earnings supposed to come out for this? Does anybody know? DPLS, DraftKings. Hey. Should I buy Prague here? Rivian back over the 150s. We're watching that. It's not the Z Flip, it's the Z Fold. I'm using TOS mostly. All right, guys, today's day 2 of scaling up my size. Day 2. We'll see how it goes, you know. Hut, Tesla. Yeah, Tesla had the big drop too. So Tesla went all the way up to 110s, 111s. Went all the way up to 130s yesterday. Came all the way back down. Tesla's starting to rip though in pre-market. Look at Tesla. Tesla's starting to move. Yeah, Prague. We also got BIMI on the move. Prague. Should I buy this VWAP dip? I might buy a little bit of shares. Like, we'll buy like 50 shares, huh? All right, where are the 50 shares? What's up, Al? Hut. Yeah, Tesla's all the way back up to 110, testing that previous closing price. Hut, Probably doing rough with Bitcoin dropping so much. With Bitcoin's crash like this, guys, and Bitcoin has pretty much crashed. With Bitcoin's big drop, I mean, you know, most crypto stocks are going to be hurting. Did they already came out? Oh, you're talking about Tesla, Ozon. Well, what about Rivian earnings? When are they supposed to drop? Honestly, all right, let me see. All right, maybe Rivian earnings aren't coming out today. Rivian honestly looks really good, though. Oh, well, we gotta change that. Rivian is up big. Kind of tempted to buy some Rivian too. Honestly, Rivian has been flying up, and if we saw how Tesla moved, it's kind of interesting. Yeah, Charlie. Rivian went absolutely nuts, bro. The heck is this? Yeah, man. Rivian. I'm curious to see what you guys' opinion on Bitcoin's drop is. Man, it's honestly surprising how split these freaking polls are, bro. Like, anytime I do these polls, like yesterday, yesterday I think I asked about like SNDL, and it was completely split as well. It was like 49 to 51%. Weird, man. It's weird how like the law of numbers plays out here. Balance, I guess. Are you buying the crypto dip? 53% of you are saying no. Vote in the poll right now. What's going on in the chat? 47% of you are saying yes. And not to be sleazy, but hey guys, if you want to buy the crypto dip, maybe I planned this, maybe I didn't, but if you want to buy the crypto dip, do it on BitGet. BitGet's super dope. BitGet allows you to do a lot of stuff. Let me log in. But yeah, if you want to buy the crypto dip, I mean, crypto's dipping. Like, here's Bitcoin. You know, it's dipping pretty heavily. You know? But it ain't that bad. You know what I mean? If we look at a short-term chart, let's see when we can find the end of this. You know, the dip really started, like the crash really started. I started noticing the biggest changes in terms of trading volume on the 10th. And then the 10th, everything just, you know what I mean? So now's in my opinion, I'm going to be buying this dip, you know, because we got this low right here, like 57K. We also have 50K right underneath this. And so I think 50K will be a big support level. So like, I might dollar cost average all the way down to 50K if I can. You know, like that's my plan at least. And if you want to do the same, you can do it on BitGet. You can also short crypto if you want. You can trade crypto futures. You can copy other profitable traders. If you're not confident in your crypto game, copy other people. Maybe that'd be easier. Let me check the assets part. I think they changed how you do it. Yeah. Shop? What about Shop, bro? Yeah, we're looking at a little bit of everything, dude. Shop. Man, Shop is super expensive, bro. When did Shopify get this freaking expensive, dude? That's crazy. What's the float of Shopify? It's got to be a smaller float. No, I mean, this thing absolutely took off, though, in terms of Shopify. When did Shopify get this expensive? Wow. Yeah, okay. 64 million in the float, understandable then. You know what I mean? That's the first thing I thought of when I saw Shop, is like the float must be small. And to put it into perspective, that's the kind of logic you need to have with a lot of these stocks, guys. If you see a stock and you're like, wow, that's really expensive, you got to think about the float, right? Okay, so put it into perspective. Apple is a much more valuable company than Shop. And if we look at Apple, it's only $150 relative to Shopify's $1,700, basically, a little bit under $1,700. The difference is that Shop has a float of 65 million, roughly. Apple, on the other hand, has a float of 16 billion. All right, you got to look at the market cap. Market cap of Apple is 2.61 trillion with a T. The Shopify market cap is 207 billion. So just way smaller, basically, it's way smaller. It's about 20 times smaller. But that's my point. Shopify looks good, though. I really like this chart. This thing has taken off over the last few years. Huge gains. Have they done any splits is the question, though. So who was asking about this? Zach. Zach, did they do any splits recently for Shop? Look at Rivian, guys. Wow. Rivian flying up here, up to 159s, 159.60s. Well, yeah, of course I am. Corporate. Because I want to, Zach, and I'll do whatever I want here. You know what I mean? I'm trying to put into perspective that Shop has a very small float, and so I'm trying to teach people, since this is a channel to teach people in, how to analyze market cap relative to price, and really float relative to price, and what the differences that include. I think it's good stuff to learn, but I'll talk about whatever I want, to be honest. And yeah, we're looking at Shop. It doesn't look bad over the last few days. Had a big gap up the day before yesterday on the 12th, so Friday, and really big move. Did this have earnings come out? Let me see. Loop Capital says rally has played out. Loop Capital downgraded Shopify to a hold rating. Friday we had no specific news for the move. I guess it's weird when you got a stock that has this small of a float that's this expensive. You'll see some volatile moves for Shop, I guess, and that's what we saw. I think the chart looks good. I think especially over the last 3 weeks or so, Shopify chart looks good. It's put in gains. It's held the gains. It's made other legs up. So overall, it looks decent. Let's see if it holds over like 1,600. While I'm talking about that, though, look at Rivian. Rivian actually ripped it up too. Rivian hit 160s, back down to 159s. What's up, Cheddar? Hey, good morning, bro. The audacity of people here, bro. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not against Shop, guys. I think Shop looks good. I was just asking if Shopify has split yet. Which, you know, who knows? What's up, Joe? All right, so we're in Prague here. We might add a little bit more of Prague. All right, we're in with 100 shares now. Hey, thank you, Joe. Hey, I appreciate you, Joe. Thank you for becoming a member. Shout out to Joe for becoming a member. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the support, bro. Riot bouncing back. Yeah, it's crazy, Cheddar, honestly. I think considering, and this is the biggest thing, right? Like as a trader, I think you got to look at how consistent the dips in crypto have been for the last few years. Definitely been in a bull market, and those dips have worked out very well. Hey, nice. What's up, DM? Yeah, vote on the poll, guys. We got 162 votes. 54% of you saying no. You do not think Bitcoin is going to buy the, is going to bounce, basically, or not that you don't think it's going to bounce, but you're not going to buy the crypto dip. You got Rivian up here, 159s. We got PLBI gapping up, RETO, Hall, RMO. We got Wave. What's BIMI's gap up reason? I see Prague. I see Rivian. Let's see why BIMO is gapping up some, or BIMI, I guess we should say. This is BIMI International, 300% jump in third quarter sales. So company reported third quarter EPS and sales results that were up year over year. They put it in third quarter EPS of 6-cent loss, up from a 19-cent loss per share year over year. Sales of 13.78 million, up from 3.09 million year over year. So way better than expected sales, way better than last time earnings per share, and just good third quarter results overall here. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, healthy. Hey, sometimes everybody's wrong, bro. Waiting for Bitcoin to hit 49K before I buy. I'll buy the 90% dip in January. Yeah, for sure, Cheddar. Hey, thank you, Joe. Yeah. All right, guys. So Prague is up here. And we bought a little bit of Prague. We're riding this up some. And crypto is due for a big pullback if it follows previous movement. However, Bitcoin was not as mainstream in 17 as it is now. I don't think we will see nearly as big of a pullback. Okay, interesting. Watch November 20th, apparently. MTGOX trustees will release 141,000 Bitcoin back to those who lost it. Oh, that's dope. Yeah, I heard that, John. Yeah, CEO of Prague bought 1.5 million shares. PHUN, any news? No. Not really. We're watching it, but not really any news that I see. Pretty sideways for the last few days for DWAC and PHUN. Any? I think any is. I think that it's a crypto dip. How? I think it's a crypto dip. I think that crypto is dipping, and so I think in turn, crypto-related stocks like any, Hut, Riot, Mara. They're all dropping with it. Riot, Mara, any, Hut, any crypto stock you can think of dipping down. Look at SOS, man. SOS is down to $1.50. Oof, it's tough. Yeah, that's kind of what it is, Pawn, in my opinion, too. AMC had a nice little rip yesterday. So AMC went up to over 42. So that doesn't look bad. We'll see if that continues. It's really good to have over 300 people here this early. You know, it's not even 7:30 in the morning yet. We got over 300 people here. So for that, I appreciate you. I got my Mortal Kombat mug. We're drinking it. But yeah, what I said though is that if y'all want to buy Bitcoin, buy crypto, you know, the one thing that I like is like what I like to look at here. And one thing I figured out about copy trading, guys, this is something I genuinely figured out, is that if you want to make money long term in copy trading, you got to do some specific things, right? What you really have to do. Let me see if I can mess with this. Whew, wow, some of these guys are killing it. I think some traders lost some money though. Okay. Wow, this dude's lost $42,000. Anyways, I think what you really have to do on copy trading is you got to look at these guys and you got to figure out how long they've been trading, right? Like the way you look at it is you look at accumulated transactions and you see which ones have been trading the longest, basically, is what I like to do. So like, let's look at this person, 83%. He's shorting Bitcoin, which is good. He's taking both sides, but he's sitting on massive losses. So we're going to move on from him. 0% win rate. How do you have a 0% win rate in the last 3 weeks? Oh, he just hasn't traded. That's what it is. He just hasn't traded. Look at some of these gains though. Wow. This guy's got 10,000. Okay, look at this guy. This guy's got 900%. He's only made $293, but look at these gains. Problem is, wow, and look at all these wins. Wow, he's sitting on a bag of wins here. That's crazy. But look at all these gains, guys. And the big thing is like, look at how long they've been trading. So like, if you really want to see if these guys are going to work, he's going long and short. I kind of like this guy. He's going long and short. Look at all these green trades, man. But the other thing is like, you want to look at how long they've actually been here, right? Like if they've been here since September and they've made steady percentages since then, those are the people that I specifically want to follow. This guy is honestly really impressive. Like I can tell he averages into trades, which is fine, but he's honestly really impressive. Like he loses sometimes, but not very much. And you know, if you've got a large enough account, this is probably sustainable. Now, I don't know. So this is over a month he's been copy trading on Bitget. This is honestly really, really impressive. Look at all these green trades, bro. This dude never freaking loses, dude. Look at this. Honestly, really impressive. Man, he trades a lot. All right, there's some losses. All right, there came the losses. Wow. How many times has this dude traded on the 12th, man? But when he's not profitable in one direction, he just switches sides. Look at all these green trades. He only had like 1 or 2 pages of losses and then green. Like literally, let's see, one. See, there's 1 page of losses and then back to green. Green. You can tell he's like learning as he goes too. But dude, are we still on the 12th? Bro, what is this dude doing? Oh my gosh. Am I like in a dream world, dude? Look at this guy. Still on the 12th, still green. I'm trying to see how long he's been here, but man. Okay, honestly, we're watching that guy. But my point is, you want to find traders that have been on the platform for long. Like if you want longevity in copy trading, you got to find traders that have been on the platform a long time. It's not really suspect, Mirage, because over the long haul, who was I just looking at? I think I was looking at this guy. I know whoever I was watching was sitting on a lot of losses. Yeah, this is him. It's not really suspect because, I mean, in terms of like percentages, you know, this dude's made over the last 3 weeks, he's made 3,500%. And he only got $173. And so these are the type of dudes that you copy them, but you copy them with like $200. If you let him take those swings and try to grow that $200 into something big, because he turned $3,500, or he made 3,500%. So like that's the type of dude you want to follow there, you know. But if you want to check it out, guys, I'll post this link. But honestly, it's really impressive. Like again, I think you should always set a stop loss. And I think that's the big thing that most traders that trade on BitGet do wrong, is that if you're doing it, you got to set a stop loss. No, it's right, Evan. What he's doing, though, is he's just averaging into positions over and over again. But if you're trading small enough, you're somewhat protected in that instance. Now, be careful. I can't guarantee you're going to make money with them. But if you want to check it out, there's the link. There's a lot of traders that are like that. In the end, like I'm looking at, it's all risk to reward, right? Freaking Bill, bro. But no, in terms of like this dude's trades, it's pretty impressive. I mean, here he is right here. He's made 95% ratio. But he hasn't made a lot of money. I would prefer to the people that trade big. Not big, because at least they're risking their own money, But they've got some profitable guys here. Look at these percentage gains, though, man. Yeah, I had Discord the whole time. But big gains here. Look at this guy. All right, 86%. I like this person. And you'll find people like this. These are probably the most profitable people to follow, because you look at him, he's got a little loss there, but that's insignificant. Like, look at these percentage gains. Like this, these are my favorite people to follow. Like these people right here, 86, 87% is my sweet spot. Like that's who I make the most success with. And you look at his gains, he's going long and short, which you like to see, and you scroll back, mostly green, a few red days in there. Look, this is the crypto crash. This is what's been getting everybody. This crypto crash. If you set a stop loss, though, you're a little bit more protected. It's not just a stop loss. It's also specifying your maximum amount that you can give them to follow, But like aside from that crash, which, is inevitable, they were pretty green before that. They just lost some money in the last few weeks because of that crash, which is going to happen in copy trading. Like you're going to lose money in the crashes unless they're shorting. Ooh, yeah, I don't like this person though. Let's check out this guy. This guy's made 213%, $69,000 in profit total. Problem is, he's sitting on some losses. And I think he's just waiting for them to come back around, to be honest. But he's sitting at the losses at 60K. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, I got one, Mirage. Like I said, it's right here, bro. Yeah, Lucid is moving. Yeah, we're looking at Lucid. Let me go back to stocks here. We're still sitting in Prague right now. So we're sitting in Prague. We're at 100 shares, not a big position. We held through that dip just now. I was watching it on my other screen too. We got Lucid that looks very strong right now. So Lucid is moving this morning. We got Prague gapping up some. We've got like Axon that just recently popped up, a little bit more expensive of a stock. We got XLEB, SCYX, KZR, which gapped up and then faded. BIMI, gapping up over $1 here. But look at Rivian. Rivian's still breaking highs, guys. Look at Rivian. It's up to 161s right now. Does BitGet keep up with all transactions so you've got proof for when the tax man comes? Yeah. Yeah, I can look up my transactions on BitGet. Yeah, corporate pointing out the obvious, which like that's what blockchain is, brother. It's a verified ledger in history. That's exactly what blockchain is. Baggins, yeah. BBIG $40 price target. I don't know, man. BBIG, I can look up the Squeeze app and see what's going down with that. I use TradingView sometimes, Daniel. But I use BitGet, which uses TradingView for charts. But I trade on BitGet. BitGet's KYC verified. It also lets you copy trade. It lets you trade with up to 125 times leverage in futures. So you can short Bitcoin or go long on Bitcoin with 125 times leverage. You can spot invest in Shiba, a lot of those gaming coins they have. And so Big gets kind of, the big source of crypto trading for me. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, most major platforms, though, are going to give you a 1099 or history. Like, crypto might not, but, like, stock trades are... I'm going to get a 1099 from all the platforms I use. But yeah, thank you, Joe, for becoming a member, brother. Y'all vote on the poll right now. We got 200, 200 and something votes, 213 votes. 54% of you are saying, no, you're not buying the crypto dip. 46% are saying yes. So let me know, are you buying the crypto dip? Also, be sure to hit that like button. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button if you haven't. We do this live for free. Again, this is one of the only places you're going to come that doesn't claim to be an expert, that doesn't sell a course to you, that doesn't sell a service, that gives everything away for free, and genuinely tries to do the right thing for traders. So if you appreciate that, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Also, we certainly appreciate it. I don't know what BBIG is going to do. It's had a rough few weeks. Now we'll see what happens. Peloton gapping down pretty big here. Honestly, I didn't realize these Peloton bikes were so freaking expensive, bro. Like $1,500 for a freaking exercise bike, way too expensive. Like I said, the people buying that are going to be the same people, that buy those little gold coins that used to come on the commercials. Maybe not. I guess it really depends on if you got money like that. If you got money like that, I mean, who cares? So maybe I'm judging a little bit prematurely there. But in the end, these bikes are expensive. I don't see anything super unique or special about them. It's all marketing, to be honest. And, I'm not buying one. All right. Peloton commences an underwritten offering of 1 billion common stock. It announced that it has commenced an underwritten, I don't know, I can't pronounce that today. Y'all make fun of me. An underwritten public offering of 1 billion shares of Class A common stock. It is expected to grant the underwriters of the offering a 30-day option to purchase an additional 150 mil of shares of Class A common stock. It's subject to market and other conditions, and there can be no assurance as to whether or when the offering may be completed. And that is tanking the stock. That's scaring out investors, of course. Any type of dilution is going to scare investors. If we look at the float for Peloton, it's already got 240 mil in the float. I know what it's trying to do. It's trying to become... yeah. More than that. Maybe it is. The crypto dip is dipping. Yeah, I mean, you can get that stuff, Bob. Yeah, I guess you're right, corporate, But I mean, if I'm going to spend 5 or 10K, I think I'd rather buy an actual bike than a fake bike. I mean? Like, I'll put it this way. If you're trying to exercise, why not just buy a regular bike? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know very many people that buy $5,000 to $10,000 bikes, to be honest. Like I could maybe swing for, like, if I needed to buy like a fancy bike, which Carol's actually talking about. She wants to buy bikes for everybody over here. But like, if I'm actually buying a bike, and I'm pretty comfortable, I'm gonna buy like a $500 to $1,000 bike. You know what I mean? And at least with that $1,000 bike, I can go places. Peloton, I'm sitting in the virtual reality, That's crazy, Adrian. My mountain bike is 10K, bro. Damn, dude. I don't know much about mountain bikes, though. Some people don't live in an area where you can bike around the neighborhood. I feel you. I get it. But in the end, I guess it just depends on your demographic. I'm not buying one, but some people might find use to some. And if you got that money, you got that money. You know how it is, though. Like, you guys know how it is. There's so much scams in terms of, like, exercise. Like, look at my super secret diet. Buy this, It works, Multi-level marketing. Look how healthy. Their shakes aren't even healthy, but look how healthy we are. You got these exercise programs that are just charging obscene amounts of money. And they're they're appeasing to people's insecurities, and then they're selling those people overpriced things. And so I guess my flags go up when I see anything like that. But I think Peloton's kind of dope, to be honest. But I just think they're expensive. Yeah. Yeah, I feel you, Tanya. I get it. GGPI. Yeah, what happened to GGPI? I mean, I saw GGPI yesterday, and it's still up, honestly. It had a really good day yesterday, too. It didn't hold its gains, of course, but it's over $15, and it didn't lose any of its gains, which is usually a really good sign. Yeah, I can kind of see it. Corporate, I guess, you know. My question about Peloton, though, is it like full virtual reality? Like if I pedal, will I go faster on the bike and like pass up, you know, AI people? Or is it just kind of, is it just a tablet, you know? You could be exercising while doing this video and drinking coffee. I guess you're right, DK. You know. I guess I kind of get it. Best investment I ever made. All right, daily. Hey, nice chat up. All right, we got GGPI. GGPI honestly looks pretty strong. It honestly looks pretty strong. We got Lucid here on the move. We got KZR gapping, but then not really holding its gains. Prague, everybody's talking about it. We're in Prague with 100 shares. Just poking at it a little bit. Rivian breaking highs, got up to 161.80s early in pre-market today. So we're going to see if that continues. We got RMO on the move. PLBY at 34.60s. So we're watching that. We've got Axon here. Axon on the move. Honestly, GGPI doesn't look that bad. But what about SNDL? What happened to SNDL yesterday? So it didn't do much. SNDL did not hold. I think we got a support level here, though. So like if I could put a flat level here, let's see if we can hold over 80 cents a share. Yeah, I think that's the next step for Peloton is VR. Like, I think if they, like, okay, I'll put it this way. If it was, like, real VR where I could ride and, like, pass up other people to where I could get my competitive nature going and, like, race, then I might buy it. You know? But if it's just a class, I mean, I can go to a class or ride a bike myself. Who has the dopest beats, Peloton or beginner trading? Well, obviously, Peloton, bro. Hottest mixtape dropping soon. It's Peloton. ... You know? GGPI honestly looks good. I can't remember what the reason for GGPI being up yesterday was, but GGPI is gapping up some. I still don't know what the heck this is. All I see is the name of this is Gores Guggenheim. You know, sounds German, but 111 million shares. Can it hit $20? Option analysis. Gores Guggenheim has clearly generated a lot of attention. Over 112 million shares were traded yesterday. A lot of people watching it because it traded at 5 times over its average volume yesterday. So we'll see what we get with that one as well. Who knows? Yeah, I kind of feel you on that one, Swoley. I don't know if it dies, but I think it's going to certainly do worse. Yeah, I tend to agree. Yeah, what's up, Al? Yeah, smash that like button, guys. You know you want to. Just try it one time. But yeah, we're in Prague here. We're gonna see what we get. What is your favorite stock this morning and why? Let me know what you're watching the most. We're watching Rivian. What's your favorite stock this morning and why? Let me know. What's your favorite stock? What's up, Connie? I'm not sure. about Prague. I mean, we're watching it. I believe it's a short squeeze play. Let me pull up my app real quick and see what's going down with this. Bro, every time I start up Visual Studio Code, my computer sounds like a rocket ship, bro. I open this up and then close down Visual Studio Code and just leave my Expo developer thing up. But no, we got SNDL on the move. We got Rivian. Prague, we're in Prague 100 shares. Rivian, let's see if we bounce at 160s here. Here's 160s. Let's see if we bounce there or not. There we go. All right, Prague. We're waiting for Prague, guys. Don't get me wrong. We're waiting for it. Rivian over 160s. Do you think it bounces there? We got KZR gapping up too. A little bit slower of a day. I mean, it's a Tuesday. We got some stuff. I mean, it's not super slow. We got CRTD gapping up, but it just didn't really hold its gaze. We got PLBY gapping up some as well. We've got like AXON on the move. We've got Shopify, which honestly put in really big moves over the last few weeks. We got ABEO trying here, but aside from that, I mean, it's pretty dull. We're watching DWAC and PHUN like we have been, and then AMC has been pushing up really nicely the last few days, so we're going to watch AMC also. Here we go. Lucid, yeah, what do you think about Lucid, guys? I mean, here's Lucid. You know, Lucid earnings up really nicely. So Lucid had good earnings. It's up. What do you guys think about Lucid? BITF and PLBY. Frog is definitely going to game a squeeze play that will hopefully push to start a short squeeze. Yeah, if we look at my app here and we look up like Prague data, here's Prague. All right, so let's pull this from the API. Prague's got 23% short float. You know, 83.3 million float. Short volume ratio of 27%, short volume of 5.8 mil, volume of 21.4 million, market cap of 46 or 460 million. 2 buy ratings, 2 hold ratings, no sell ratings. Latest SEC filing for Prague was a 10Q. So yeah, we're gonna see what happens. Here's AMC. I don't know what I did, but I broke my app. I know what I did. I exited out of Visual Studio Code. I guess I'll start it back up. So, but yeah, if you want to download the Squeeze app, it gives you that detailed short flow data for free. Like I said, everything we do here is free. You know, we don't sell a course, don't sell a service, don't claim to be experts. You know, don't do any of that stuff. And so, if you appreciate free content, hey, hit the subscribe button, guys. You know you want to. I certainly appreciate it. And if you want to download it, here's the link. And do it now. Coming soon on Android or on iOS. We've got everybody yelling at me about it. It's coming. There's the link if you want to check it out. No, we can't use it on a computer. It's only on Android right now. We're getting it for iOS, so it's coming soon for iOS. All right, so we're actually down in Prague right now. In terms of Prague, if we look at like the daily chart, I think the last few months has been great for Prague. You know, this thing was at 66 cents a few months ago. It's currently at, you know, 380s. So maybe we'll buy a little bit more. I don't know. Rivian, I think, is very strong. I've liked Rivian since IPO day. And it's been moving really, really big up there. So, do you think a price alert is possible in your app? What kind of price alert? You mean like when a stock hits a specific price? Maybe, Bob, but I got to figure out the like I said, I tried looking up the API data here, but I couldn't find any price data. It should give me price data, but like I'm looking for this data here, and I don't see. I see 52-week highs and lows. We're looking at AMC right now, so let's see if we can find the real price of this. I just don't see any price here, unfortunately. Valuation. There's probably another. I can probably add another API to it. But yeah. But you would think they would have at least the price available in this API. Like there's probably another API URL I can use to get the different price data. But I don't see any price here, which is weird. General, you'd think it'd be under general maybe, but it's not. Weird. Financials, balance, income, earnings, analyst rating. So yeah, the other API I have is here. Let me find it. It's right here. But it's just basic chart. It'll show me the chart data, short flow data. So this is mostly short flow data. So yeah, we'll have to see. Peep the Rivian truck. Let me look at. Yeah, I like the Rivian truck. Hey.
Bye.
All right, buddy. Hey, you wait. Hold on. I'm guessing you. There you go. All right, love you, buddy.
Love you too.
Have a good day, bud. You smell good, dude. You spray some cologne? No? All right. I smell some type of cologne. Yeah, you sprayed some cologne, bro. I can smell it, dude. I can smell it. Hey, you smell good, dude. Listen, you get all the ladies, all right? You know? It's all right. I like it, dude. It smells good, bro. You smell good, dude. All right. Love you.
Still not ready, but
I know, it's all right. Look, now he's all embarrassed, you know? Yeah.
love you.
Love you.
Oh wait, Mama won't let Jack use the toothpaste.
Which one?
It's like the
All right, sorry guys, I'm back. Yeah, that's his mom's boyfriend's cologne. Yeah, that's it. That's what it is. Yeah, my son, he came up to me and hugged me, and I smelled cologne, and I was like, "Are you wearing cologne, bro?" And he was like, "Nah." And then I hugged him again, and I was like, "You are wearing cologne." And he was like, "Okay, I'm wearing it." I get it, dude. My son's got all the ladies, bro. He's got like 3 or 4 girls at his school that have a crush on him. He says, you know, get all the ladies. Yeah, you know how it is, Silver. They do. Yeah, he low key went and sprayed some cologne. You gotta love it. I remember doing the same thing. I was in 6th grade. I grew up in the 90s, so I had like the hair part going down the middle. I think it's actually popular now again, which is hilarious. But I had like the hair part going down the middle, and it like parted to the side. You know, I had like the bowl cut with like it parted down the middle like this. And then I remember I put like gel or mousse in my hair back then, and yeah, good times. Yeah. Old Spice, yeah. The Boy Meets World look. That's right. Hey, you know it, corporate. That's it. Hey, greatest show ever. You know what? You know. All right. Anyways. All right, we got Prague. Do you think Prague is gonna bounce at the VWAP, guys? I use Moose and now I'm bald. I'm just glad I'm not bald yet. They say it comes from your mother's father. And my mom's dad, I never really knew him. He died before I was born, but he was bald when he was like 25. And so I'm doing better than he was, but I'm just glad to have hair. Nothing against you if you don't. I mean, hey, it is what it is. It's a natural thing, you know. All right, we got RMO gapping up too. Topanga, yeah. Where did that name come from? Yeah, Tommy Hilfiger. You know, Curve Cologne. You know. Yeah, Prague. Now, like I said, I'm not super worried about it. We're in it. Slowly, honestly, I'm losing my hair too, bro. I mean, look at this. Like, I got a receding hairline right there, bro. I'm getting old to where like everybody my age has got a receding hairline. But like, you know, look at that. Look at that. That's pushing back a little bit, you know, if it makes you feel better. I'm losing some of my hair, as we all do as we get older. Listen, if Bradley Cooper can make all the girls love him with a receding hairline, I can too, okay? But yeah. All right, we got Prague break even. Lucid moving up. Rivian up there to 161s. What's up, Lucas? Yeah. Yeah. Curve. Yeah, you guys know. All right. We got RMO. All right, KZR, honestly, really volatile stock this morning. I looked up what this was. And this is interim results from the Mission Phase 2 trial. So positive trial results is what KZR is gapping up on. It's got a pretty small float of 41 million. So a relatively small float of 41 million. We'll see if that continues. But KZR, honestly, not looking that bad. It's a pretty slow day aside from that, though. Like, we've got KZR. We've got, like, Lucid gapping up on earnings. So, like, Lucid. We've got Rivian on the move. We're still, a lot of people are still watching SNDL to see what happens. It's kind of bouncing back some. SNDL is technically green in pre-market. So, it's not looking that bad, to be honest, too. We'll see if it continues, but it's not looking that bad. Yeah. Yeah, 90s are awesome. That's right. Starter jacket, you know, Jason, starter jacket. Jinkos, you know. Bowl cut with the hair parted down the middle, you know. Chain wallet, you know. You know, looking fresh. Well, there's no real free ones, Michael. I mean, that's, you know, a good platform to trade crypto in the US. I trade on BitGet. BitGet does copy trading. They do crypto futures. And so you can trade crypto futures, meaning you can go long and short in crypto, and they give you leverage up to 125 times leverage. So if you got $1,000, they'll give you up to 125K to trade with. Just be careful. You can get in trouble doing that. You know, there's a lot of risk in doing that. But if you're a good enough trader, you can make it work for you. They also do allow US signups, so they have KYC verification, which is the universal standard of verification in the US. And BitGet does allow US signups to trade with them, do copy trading, all that good stuff. They are a sponsor of my channel, so of course I'm going to be biased in their favor, but like they do allow all that stuff, and I use them still anyway. And there's the link. You can check them out there. Yeah. Starter windbreaker couldn't sneak up on anyone, bro. I think it was loud. Yeah, it has trading view charts, Michael. BKKT, is BKKT done? I'm not sure. I think BKKT, you know, relative to a lot of these other big movers that we had, it's still holding its gains better than most. You know, I want to see it hold over $20 though. I do think $20 is like a big level, and we're right around that level now, but it's still holding its gains better than most. You know, I think this is a crypto stock though, so I think it's going to be dependent on what crypto does. You know, I'm pretty sure BKKT is a crypto platform, right? Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is. Let me look this up. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be dry. Okay, so they did have bad third quarter results that dropped yesterday too. Stock dipped Friday, third quarter results. It's a crypto-centric holding. Yeah, so it's crypto. So it's going to be dropping for a few different reasons. The first one is that it had bad third quarter results. The second one is that crypto has been tanking. Like this is Bitcoin over the last week and a half, you know, and the volume is basically gone down in the market. And it is what it is. It happens. It's inevitable. You know, we're not going to go straight up. Yeah. British Knights. Hey. Oh my gosh, dude. You hear my house alarm going off? There we go. All right. What's your analysis on Ether? I think Ether is just dropping with the sector of crypto. You know, I think Ether is just dropping with the sector of crypto. Here's Ether. And I think it's just dropping with the sector of crypto. If you look at Bitcoin, everything else basically follows Bitcoin to a certain extent. Not always, but like generally. And Ethereum's just dropping with that. Now, we got to wait to see rebounds in the entire market, and who knows when that's going to happen, if, when, what happens there. We just got to wait for it and see when it's going to happen. The question is, are you buying the dip? You know, I might be. We also have a nice NFT video that's dropping this afternoon. All right, so if you had $1,000 to gamble towards crypto, what would you buy? Okay, so I think that's a good question. If I had $1,000 to put towards crypto, to throw at crypto, I'd probably research some of these really cheap up and coming altcoins, you know, and throw some money at those. Because I think that in terms of like percentage gains, you know, if you would have invested $1,000 into Shiba Inu a year ago, you'd be a millionaire, you know? And so I think that those are the type of gains where if you diversify and really research into the up and coming technologies, you can make a ton of money in crypto. Now, of course, it's not guaranteed. Nothing is in the stock market or crypto for that matter. But I think I think that's what I would do, is I would research some of these really new up and coming technologies that I think personally are going to be big in the future, and then just get in early into those, you know. $100 in every coin under 1 cent. Yeah, but here's ETH dropping. We'll see what happens. You know, the good thing about BitGet is that you can short crypto too. So if you want to short it during the bear market, you can. And it's just with crypto futures, so it's not actually affecting it. There's KZR. KZR still at 12s. We are up now in Prague, but it's so slow. Let's see if Rivian bounces at 160. What's your favorite stock right now, guys? Polkadot? Yeah, Polkadot is an interesting technology for sure. Any advice on how to research stocks or crypto? I would be really careful with a lot of these videos that you see about these coins. Like if you watch a lot of these coin videos, you're going to think that every coin is just the next Amazon or every coin is just the next Ethereum. I think that you just got to follow what's hot. And I think there's a lot of websites that will show you that in terms of like what's hot. Like we got an NFT video. There's some really good, interesting places that you can look at on the internet that'll kind of tell you what you want to find. For instance, like in terms of NFTs, you can see like what the kind of volume is looking like for NFTs on Dune.xyz, and it'll show you what the monthly volume looks like in terms of like different cryptocurrencies backed NFTs. And so you can look here, this is Dune, and you can see like we got about 105 million, 106 million traded on the 13th. That recently went up. So NFTs recently made another spike, in the last few days. And so, but you can track to see what's trending and not. Another thing to compare, like one thing that you can compare, and this was something that the business partner I have on the other channel taught me, is that instead of comparing everything to the US dollar, it's not going to really show you strength. What you really want to compare other cryptocurrencies to is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the alpha cryptocurrency. And so your job is to see how those cryptos do relative to Bitcoin. And so when you look at something on TradingView, for instance, you do Bitcoin. You use the comparative currency of Bitcoin instead of US dollar, because US dollar, you can compare it to US dollar and that's fine. But if you really want to judge strength, compare it with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is the alpha currency. And so when you're looking at strength, if something's doing much better than Bitcoin, then it's doing pretty well. If something's going up, but it's not doing as good as Bitcoin in terms of percentage gains, then it's not doing as well as you might think it is, And so that's a good way to judge how strong a token, a cryptocurrency, it really is compared to Bitcoin instead of US dollar. And again, that's something that Cam, from Beginner Crypto, the channel we started, that's something that he taught me. And we got some content dropping for that today, right after the video, right after the stream today. All right, BIMI is up as well. I saw the news for BIMI also. This is BIMI International. Third quarter sales, 300% rip on third quarter sales. Year over year, up from 6-cent loss EPS, earnings per share from better than the 19-cent per share loss year over year. Sales are up to almost 14 million from about 3 million. So sales went from 3 million to basically 14 million year over year. So good sales results. That's what's going on with BIMI. The float is 31 million roughly. So a smaller float here too. So yeah, not too bad. Yeah, every crypto platform for the most part charges. If I'm putting 100 in Bitcoin, how much would they take right off the bat? I'm not sure. It depends. I know whenever I transfer Bitcoin in and out, it's relative to your sizing. So it's a scaling, which is what you want it to be, because that way if you're trading small, it's not huge. But you just want to look up their platform and stuff. Here's the link if you want to check out BitGet. They've got the cool thing about BitGet is that they've got a lot of those gaming coins that are really big right now. And so those gaming coins that are big, they've got a lot of them. And you could buy and invest. My favorite crypto niche right now is gaming. I think gaming's going to be huge. So let's see if RIVN bounces at 160 here. We're at 160, 150s. There's 162s. So let's see if we bounce there or not. All right. Rivian, shut up. Yeah, Rivian bounced at that 160 level we were talking about. Prague is basically still break even or so. CYTH. Would you live stream crypto trading on the weekends on the crypto channel? I would. I've been waiting for crypto to just be volatile though. It just hasn't been volatile enough for me to really want to live stream. You know, like live streaming crypto is going to be the most beneficial for the channel when crypto is the most volatile. It's also going to be the easiest for me to make money, which is the goal when crypto is the most volatile. But when crypto's been crashing for the last week and a half, it hasn't been a good time for me personally to live stream, you know, crypto. But again, if we get some rips this weekend, I'll certainly do it. It just depends. Another thing y'all have to understand is like, listen, I live stream every day. I'm the only person that runs this channel. So like, I'm the only part of this channel. I don't have any employees. We got a lot of similar sized YouTubers that have employees and big, you know, people helping the channel. We don't have any of that. It's just me. And so by the time the weekend rolls around, a lot of the time I'm burnt out. You know, I need at least one day to rest, which is usually Saturday. But if Bitcoin's volatile, I'll still trade it. Of course. What's up, Tiny? Ravina's taking the #1 spot as the dumbest stock ever. Jared, weren't you shorting it? I mean, I think that might be influencing your decision. I don't know if you were shorting it. Maybe not. BIMI just spiked. Prague bouncing up a little bit too. I'd work for you if you knew about how it all works. Honestly, bringing in employees isn't really worth it though. Like if I had a product, it would be different. And maybe scanners or something that I'll create in the future. But if I had a product, maybe it would be different. But like I don't really have a product. And so we're really just a social media brand and marketing company here. And so it's just not really worth it to bring on any employees. You know, it's business write-offs. I could write it off, but it's just not worth it. I'd rather do everything myself. It's one of those things where I can do everything myself. Like I can live stream, I can create videos. I do everything that this channel needs to be done, you know? And so there's not really any point of bringing on an employee. Not unless I had like a product. If I had a product, maybe, you know, but it's like I develop myself. I can build apps myself. I can program myself. I can create videos, edit myself. I can live stream, trade myself. So, you know, not really any need to bring on. Is this your only job? No. I'm also a programmer as well, real estate agent sometimes. What's up, BKM? Oh no, you're good, Tiny. Fun and DWAC buy the rumor, sell the news, win the word of. Yeah, I'm not sure, Mirage. I'm not sure when that's dropping. Thank you, Hugh. I appreciate you, bro. Do you smoke? No. Used to. All right, we got Prague bouncing back up here. I used to chain smoke cigarettes. I ended up quitting. And if you're stuck smoking cigarettes, the way I quit worked. It worked with Carol as well. Carol used to be a smoker, and it worked with her also. The way you quit, or the way I specifically quit, I don't know if it's going to help you quit, but the way I quit is I went from smoking cigarettes to vaping nicotine. And then I went from vaping nicotine to vaping CBD. And then I went from vaping CBD to nothing. And it worked. I didn't have any cravings. It worked. It was really easy, to be honest. And I smoked for like 15 years. But like that's the way to do it, because it's kind of like a crutch. It's kind of like a taper crutch, and it worked. It worked. Prague up though. Prague's up to 390s. Let's see if Rivian can still bounce at 160s. We also have Lucid that's bouncing a little bit. Lucid is back up to 47.50. BIMI just got another spike here, and it's a relatively small float, so we'll see if it continues. Ali P. Is that your Conor McGregor impersonation? Do I know what caused the Bitcoin drop? I'm assuming. Do you mean do I know? I think it's a mix of China skepticism, infrastructure bill skepticism, and yeah, I think that's what's going on. There's a larger crackdown on Bitcoin, making everybody scared. Yeah, and this is the reason, like, right, like this is what I said, guys. Like, if you're, I'm not gonna get political, but if you don't trust the government, crypto is what you should be pushing. Because the reason, this is a quote from a website right now, and it says, quote, it's from CNN, but it says, quote, China is taking aim at crypto for a few reasons. Authorities see the currencies as a big financial risk, but also as a way that people could evade strict national control on capital, and want to rein in such practices. That is why crypto is endearing, is because it gets around all that red tape, and the government can't control it as easily. And so it's like a lot of people that are against crypto really should be rooting for it, because it's a way to keep the government outside of it. There's no middleman with crypto, and like that's a good thing. It's one of the reasons why when the market crashed, people ran to crypto, because it's a hedge against inflation. It's the new age hedge against inflation. We got BIMI pulling back. Let's see if it holds at 114s. We have Rivian up there to 161s. Can you explain the concept of a gap up and gap down? Yeah, well, a gap up just means like there's three different states of the market. Three different states of the market. One of them is just when the market's closed, which means you can't trade at all. The next one is extended hours. So that just means pre-market and after hours. Pre-market is from like 3 a.m. to 9:30. After hours is from like 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. And that's basically when you can trade, but the market isn't fully open. You can't use market orders. You can only use limit orders. And there's lower liquidity and volatility, usually in pre-market. And so right now we're currently in pre-market because it's pre-9:30. Look at Rivian rip up. Rivian's up to 162. And so when a stock gaps up, it just means that overnight, usually in pre-market, the stock has moved up. So it's gapping up in pre-market. It's moving up in pre-market. Like this move right here on Prague, the light gray area is pre-market. It's gapping up because it's in pre-market. If it was going down, then it would be gapping down in pre-market. And so you can see this light blue line. It's the previous closing price. This is just the level at which a stock goes from green to red and red to green. If Prague is below this, it's gapping down. If it's above this, it's gapping up. Look at Rivian testing highs all the way up to 162.80s. How did you learn to code and what languages do you know? I'm mostly a React developer, Scott. So React Native, JavaScript, obviously. Python is the other language I know. Mostly front end, React Native developing. Prague. Hey, what's up, Christian? All right, so we're in Prague. It's at 390s. Rivian testing highs here. We also got Lucid up there as well. What caused the move in Rivian? I believe Rivian at earnings that dropped. Rivian's just a recent IPO. It's kind of like the hot chick in the market right now. Everybody's watching it and looking at it. You know, IPO'd a few days ago. Started off at $100 roughly, up to 160. So it's up like 60-something%. Big move right now. And yeah, a lot of people are watching and speculating on it because of that. It's kind of like the big thing that everybody's paying attention to. Same thing with Lucid, EV play. Both of these are EV plays, and EV has been moving a lot. If we look at like Tesla, there's been a lot of volatility in EV in the last few weeks. And that's kind of what's going on with Rivian. It's an IPO at the right time of EV volatility and, you know, optimism. And you know what I mean? When Tesla's dropping, which is one of their competitors, Rivian is moving up. Lucid's starting to move up too. Prague is moving up as well. Here's KZR, still down. BIMI, let's see if it holds the VWAP. But yeah, that's kind of what we're watching. Good stuff. Working on landing a software data or software developer entry job. Yeah, I mean, now's the time to do it, Scott. And so I think what you want to understand if you've been working on software as like a junior developer, right now is the time to get a job, brother. Right now. Because I mean, I'm a freelance developer. I don't really need a job as a software engineer because to be honest, I make way more doing what I'm doing now than I would in software, and I work way less hours. But if you want to get your foot in the door in terms of software, like the hardest part is getting a junior developer job. Once you get your first job, it's a cakewalk. But like you need to get your first job first, and right now is the time to do that. And the reason it's the time to do that is because there's a labor shortage. You know, software companies are hiring way more inexperienced developers now than they were 2 years ago. Why? Because there's a labor shortage. Certain percentage of people don't want to work right now. And so that benefits people that are trying to get their foot in the door in software. And so if it was me, I'd be applying to whatever software job I could find. And a lot of the companies are going to be desperate to hire people. And so now's the time to get your foot in the door if that's what you wanted to do. And so, yeah, good luck. I hope you get it. Yeah, infrastructure bill, skepticism in crypto as well. Rivian up there to 162. I don't know if I feel like telling people that crypto, you know. I live comfortably, I'll put it that way. Yeah, right. I wish, MB. I wish I made 60K a month. That'd be lovely. Honestly, I don't really want to make that much though. You know what I mean? Because then I'm just gonna get taxed to death. I don't feel like that. I don't feel like having that happen. You know. All right, Prague's moving up. BIMI. John is the Brad Pitt of YouTube. Hey, the Chris Hemsworth of stock trading, you know? Yeah. Yeah, we're doing all right. I got my library, bro. We got my library here, you know? You know? I would invest in you. Hey, I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, MMAT. Ooh, man, what happened to MMAT, man? Where's Uncle Smoke? Let's ask him what's going on. What happened to MMAT? It's a big drop. SEC subpoena involving Torchlight merger. Wow. Wow. All right, so bad news for all around for MMAT. So MMAT put in third quarter earnings per share, 4-cent loss per share, down from 2-cent loss per share year over year. Sales of 572,000, up from 198K year over year. Reported quarterly losses, 100% decrease over losses of 2 cents per share. I mean, I think they meant 100% increase in losses, but yeah. The company reported 572,000 in sales, 188.94% increase. That's good. But yeah, SEC subpoena is what's scaring people in MMAT. It's getting subpoenaed by the SEC. Anybody have any more data on this? Let me see. And you think you can spell until you got to spell subpoena. All right, let's see if we can find some more data. Let me check StockTwit, see what everybody's saying. Oh my gosh, dude. Some of these comments are hilarious. I don't necessarily agree with them, but they're still funny, man. One guy said, quickly, everyone, sell all your shares. Panic and run around yelling manipulation. Hurry, do it now. You know? Oh, you loved it. It's a hilarious comment. It's still not doing that bad though. GGPI, yeah, honestly, GGPI is interesting. Whoa, GGPI, another rip here. You know, looks good. Prague moving up too. Hey, thank you, Chris. Good morning, John. What do you think about buying up Mara when Bitcoin is down and then swinging it till when Bitcoin starts running again? I'm going to preface this with like, hey, I can't guarantee it's going to work for you. I don't know. Not an investment professional. This is not financial advice. Not financial advice, guys. With that said, though, I don't mind that idea. You know, I tend to understand the idea. I'm not saying you should do it, but like, it doesn't seem like a bad thing to me. Yeah, look at GGPI, but I appreciate that, Chris. Thank you, brother. You know, it depends on what you think Bitcoin's going to do. If you think Bitcoin's going to go back up, then buying up Mara on the dip makes sense. If you think Bitcoin is going to take a while and that might be risky and maybe it doesn't, then, you know, buying Mara and Riot on the dip doesn't make as much sense. But if you're bullish in Bitcoin, you know, personally, if you're bullish in Bitcoin, buying the dip makes sense. And we did a poll earlier on Bitcoin. Currently, we've got over 450 votes. Looks like 56% of you are saying, no, you're not buying the crypto dip. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I don't know where the Dudex guy went, Chris. Yeah, Prague's doing well. I mean, we're in a little bit of shares here. Rivian breaking highs, guys. Look at Rivian. It's up to 163.25 here. Yeah, I mean, look at Lucid spiking up too. GGPI making moves. Prague ripping up. Rivian up there to 164. So Rivian breaking highs here, guys. Wow. Probably still looking for his bonfires. Don't sue me, bro. Yeah, for sure. BTB earnings, Binance Coin, 8 million shares. Or no, BTB, not Binance Coin. It's something else. All right, so we're up nicely in Prague here. I'm gonna take half off here, and then I'm gonna add some on a pullback. All right, we pull back. I'm gonna add a little bit here. But I'm just going to take some profit to protect the trade. Lucid is up there 48.20s. 48.20s for Lucid. Yeah, it's not really about whether you're going to. I mean, I guess it just depends on, do you think the dip is going to hold? That's really what I'm trying to judge in terms of like sentiment regarding the crypto dip and all that. We got 500 votes though, so we got a ton of votes already. PayPal, Lorraine, sure. PayPal looks good. You know, I think PayPal is going to do well when crypto doesn't. I think PayPal's biggest competitor is crypto, and so I think PayPal's biggest competitor is crypto. You know, I think if you kind of look at it, it makes sense. But yeah, PayPal. I like PayPal as a company. I think PayPal is ingrained into our culture at this point in time, and I think everybody uses PayPal for a lot of different things, especially businesses. Well, there's different packages, Joshua, ranging from, I don't know, $200 up to larger. Depends on the time. Look at the hiccups. Forgive me. It depends on the time frame. Oh, it depends on the time frame that you're using. Like if you pay for a lot at once, then you're going to get it cheaper. If you pay for it monthly, then you know it's going to be more expensive. To be honest, I get comped the scanners, Joshua, from Benzinga as an affiliate. But you can try Benzinga out for free if you haven't yet. You can try Benzinga out completely free for 2 weeks without even needing a credit card number. So they do have a 2-week free trial that is, like I said, free, and you don't even need a credit card. And so if you want to check it out, just go to this link, sign up for the free trial. You can try the scanners out, see how they are. They're pretty good. They're my favorite scanners in the game. Really good news data. Like the news data that you get from Benzinga is really, really fast and accurate. Yeah, the reason Elon made his money is from PayPal. You know, in early 2000s, he was worth like 20 million or something like that. Now he's worth 200 billion. Yeah. All right, we got Rivian up there to 164. So Rivian just broke highs, still moving. Looks good. Not financial advice, guys. Don't sue me. GGPI is honestly looking pretty interesting. Lucid up there to 48.70s. Prague up there to test highs at $4. We'll see if it eventually can break 4 and hold. 300 billion. Yeah, maybe I was wrong. No, eBay doesn't use PayPal anymore, I don't think. Corporate. I may be wrong. I don't really use eBay very much anymore, but I don't think it uses PayPal anymore. I might be wrong though. All right, look at Lucid fly up, guys. Lucid is ripping up as well. So EV making moves up to 48.80s. So do they? I don't know. Let me look. Okay, maybe not. Sorry, guys. That's wrong. So eBay does use PayPal. My bad. All right, so Lucid ripping up, GGPI making moves. So far, it's looking good. Yeah. You just tanked eBay? Yeah, right. Yeah, I know you're probably joking, but just in case you're not, and I like I said, I get it, you probably are. But like eBay has a float of 624 million. And so, yeah, there ain't no way there's no way that this stream is affecting eBay whatsoever. Just for any, I know she's probably joking, but just in case she's not, there's no way we're affecting. It floats too large. We could all buy eBay at once here, and it wouldn't do anything to it. Lose it up there to almost $50. Start to make moves. I know, Vicky. I know you're probably joking. Just in case, though. You know, why didn't I stay in Rivian? Hindsight's 2020 play. Prague is gonna squeeze. Let me look. I don't know. I accidentally reset my app here, so I gotta start it back up. I don't want to keep Visual Studio Code running because it eats too many resources. And so instead, I just got to remember not to refresh the app. All right, so let's see if we buy the dip here. I'm going to buy a little bit more of Prague, 75. We'll add a little bit more on the pullback to the VWAP here. You hear my computer is like a freaking rocket ship when I start up Visual Studio Code. Thanks, VS Code. Great job. All right, there we go. Now I exit out of this. And this. All right. Prague. All right, Prague, 23% short float, small float, 58% institutionally owned, short volume of 27%, 5.8 million, 21.4 million volume, market cap of 460. So high short float, relatively small float. 5.5 million or 5.8 million short volume. So in terms of like float relative to short float, it's pretty good ratio. You know, the float is smaller. It's not small. It's medium sized at 83 million. But short float is really high, which is good. Float is relatively small, under 100, which is good. Volume is high for Prague. And so all things sound pretty good for it. Now, again, I don't know if it's going to squeeze, of course. This is not financial advice. I don't know what it's going to do. And don't sue me. But, you know, it could. There's potential for it, at least. Yeah, I mean, Jared, but ever since Netscape, the market hasn't really been about the company's health. It's about the perceived perception. The perceived perception. It's about the public's perception is what I meant to say. And the reality of it is, it's not about what the company is doing now. Just like Tesla. When Tesla first IPO'd, it wasn't doing anything really. There wasn't a bunch of cars being made for it. It was a relatively small company, and it wasn't about what the company was at that point in time. It was about the future value, you know, because a lot of these companies are just IPOing as a quick way to raise funds, right? It's a quick way to raise funds, and then if the company is good enough and they can use those funds to grow, that's what it's all about, and then investors can grow with it. And so, like I said, when Tesla first IPO'd, it was in a similar situation. And so it's not about what they are right now. Like Pinterest was not profitable when they IPO'd at all. And so, you know, in the end, it's not about what they are now. It's about their future potential. And I think that's what everybody's speculating on. And we'll see what happens. Hey, later, Ricardo. Float is the total amount of shares available to the public. Yeah, I know, Jared. You're good, bro. Like I said, I respect whatever side you're on, you know. You're good, Trevor. I don't know where Prague goes today, bro. We'll see. You know, who knows? I hope it goes up. Yeah, I think in terms of like, okay, I think you got to really look at Tesla as the game-changing automobile company that they are. You know, I'll put it this way: 10 years ago, or maybe that's not a good example, because 10 years ago Tesla was brand new. But 5 years ago, for instance, I barely saw any Teslas driving around. I barely saw any. I didn't see much. There was not a lot. Anytime you saw a Tesla, you were like, ooh, wow, a Tesla. Nowadays, it's not like that. Nowadays, I see one every time I'm out. I see at least one Tesla every time I'm driving 5 minutes or more. And so I think their market share has gone up drastically. And I think they're also just changing the game in vehicles. You know, I think that they're changing the culture of cars and manufacturing. And so I think with that said, since they're the alpha EV play, I think Tesla's got a big and bright future. Now, who knows if they're going to stay up to where they are, but, you know, it's certainly interesting to watch and speculate on. Right. Staring out of a Tesla roof right now. Nice alibi. Hey, I'd get one if I could. I mean, I can, don't get me wrong, but like, I'm not going to blindly spend money on it, you know? I'm not saying anybody's doing that here. Please don't take that the wrong way. All I'm saying is that we have cars already, and if we didn't, then maybe I'd get a Tesla. Like, if I needed a car, I'd get a Tesla. Right now, I don't really need a car. That's cool. Yeah, the S Plaid, dude. The Plaid, bro. People don't understand. Like, I was a tuner guy myself. Like, I had like a '97 Honda Prelude, standard 5-speed. Loved it. You know, VTEC, super fun. Valve control, having like valve timing and control feels like a turbo spooling up at a certain RPM. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. So I'm a big car guy myself, and people underestimate how fast that Plaid is. A 9-second flat stock quarter mile is obscenely fast, like ridiculously fast. Like, that is incredibly impressive. 9 seconds flat stock, that beats drag racers. You got people dumping $100,000 into a Mustang trying to get it to hit 9 seconds flat quarter mile. You know, that's better than drag racers. And that's the future. And that's why they're the future. The efficiency in those vehicles is why they're the future, regardless of anything else. Like, we're always going to need oil, specifically for lubricants, you know, but in terms of efficiency and speed, electric vehicles are the future, no question. And that's what people are really betting on in terms of Tesla, is that type of future, because they understand Tesla might not be worth what it is right now, but in the future it will be. And that's what everybody's front loading into and trying to grow with it, basically. Right, but that 100K in a Mustang, that 9-second flat quarter mile is not going to be able to be a daily driver. You're not going to be able to drive a daily cow. You're not going to be able to it's not going to have nearly as good of handling as you want in a 9-second flat quarter mile. It's going to be jerky, uncomfortable to drive in, almost certainly. It's going to need all these crazy things, bucket seats. You know, it's not going to be a daily driver. The Plaid is, and that is the cool part about it, is that the Plaid is literally a daily driver, 9-second flat quarter mile stock, which is obscenely fast. And I promise you, that Plaid is going to be far more superior in terms of reliability than that Mustang will ever be. That Mustang's motor will blow probably within a year or two, you know, and they'll have to replace the pistons and rods and everything else. And, you know, the Plaid most likely is not going to have that problem. And so that's the difference. It's just more efficient. That's the reality. Float is the total amount of shares available to the public to trade, Steve. And so with that in mind, larger the float, the more diluted the company is. Not necessarily the more diluted, but the larger the float, the more shares that are out there. The smaller the float, the less shares that are out there. In general, the less established company. Small floats are usually less established companies. Not always. Like, we looked at Shopify earlier, and Shopify only has like 60 million in the float. But with that said, you know, Shopify might be way more expensive than Apple, but the float is way smaller. So Apple has billions in the float. That's why it could be $150 a share and still be worth far, far more than Shopify. Shopify's only got 60 million in the float, and that's why, since the float is so small, the price is high. It's at 1650, so that makes sense. Anyways, OCGN. Yeah, OCGN's been quiet the last day, so we'll watch it, but we're going to look for volume to increase and spike up. KZR. Lucid, rip it up still, breaking highs up there to almost $50 a share, edging closer to 50. It hit $49.99. Let's see if it breaks 50 now. And I saw some people asking for a poll regarding Prague. We'll see. Let me see what our poll is at currently. We've got about 600 votes. Now we'll go ahead and end this poll, and we'll go ahead and ask another one. Are you bullish on Prague today? Yeah, Lucid testing $50 a share. GGPI popping up too. GGPI is at 1580s. Okay, nice, Evan. Yeah, and the coolest part is that plaid that does 9 seconds flat quarter mile can literally drive itself, which is crazy, you know. Uh, 1987. I don't like the old RX-7s. Give me a 93, 94 RX-7. Those are my favorite. We're going to sell a little bit more on Prague. You know, slowly kind of building up a cushion of profit with it. Hey, nice, Christian. EVGO. Yeah, GGPI up to 1590s. Interesting. You get a haircut? I got one like a week ago. Look at Prague, still rip it up at $4 here. Let's see if it breaks 4. It's trying. What's up, T? Who has the most volume this morning? What do you mean in terms of stocks? Probably Prague's got a lot of hype. Rivian, Lucid, GGPI. In terms of actual volume, though, BIMI had the most volume in extended hours. It's up 70%. Like if we look at BIMI here, this one had really high volume earlier, slowed down a little bit, but it's had 11.5 million shares traded just in pre-market, so pretty high. There's $4 for Prague. We'll see if it continues. Lucid's still trying to break 50. It's consolidating around that. And we'll see if Rivian can hold here. There goes Prague break. There's the break in Prague. Up there to 403s. Take a little bit more off. Add some back on dips. Yeah, 93 Super. I'd probably rather have one too. I'm not really a big fan of rotary motors. Hard to work on. I don't know enough about them. I know about a general, you know, like a regular combustion engine. But a rotary is a little bit different. You know, I don't even know what a rotary. I don't even know how. I know how a regular motor works. Rotary, I have no idea how that thing works. I know it's like got some type of triangle and you know weird kind of piston-y things that spin. I don't even know how it works. So I wouldn't get a rotary if it was my decision. I'd get a regular motor. There's 409s. $410s for Prague, flying up. Yeah, like I know regular motors, they have the crankshaft that spins, the rods are connected to the pistons that rotate in the cylinder, you know, the pistons compress all the air and fuel that gets sprayed into the valves, into the piston, and then the spark plug ignites, blowing the piston back down, and then the crankshaft kind of does revolutions with that, pushing the left over out the exhaust valves and out of the eventual exhaust pipes. And I know how that works and everything, but I have no idea how a rotary motor works. We got Prague up there at 408s. Lucid, yeah, Lucid's breaking highs. Broke over 50 at 50/50s. Prague's still ripping up. GGPI's ripping up too. Rivian's making moves as well. Hey, what's up, Emmanuel? Yeah, that's what I love RX-7s, but that's the biggest flaw, is that I don't know anything about a rotary motor, you know. All right, everything's kind of breaking highs except for Rivian right now. Prague is, GGPI is, Lucid is. Lucid FOMO, yeah, Lucid's up to 51s almost. Huge movement coming through. Prague with a beautiful rip as well. Yeah, I've seen Donut Media. Really good content. I've always liked Donut Media. Right, damn, Jason. That's cool. Spy dropping? Yeah, let's see what the spy's doing with all of this. I mean, I see all these moving up. We made a little bit of money on Prague this morning so far. Lucid, looking at the SPY itself. SPY just rejected those highs. What happened to the SPY? This is usually a technical catalyst, or not a technical catalyst. It's usually some type of fundamental reason. Did something come today? Okay, yeah, so we had retails. Okay, so this is what happened. So we just had retail sales numbers drop for the SPY. Month over month for October came in at 1.7% versus 1.1% expected prior of 0.7%. So higher retail sales this month versus last month, which is to be expected to a certain extent because of the holidays influx. Rivian just broke highs. So Rivian just broke highs, lifetime highs up to 165.60. So Rivian's still making moves up. We'll see if Lucid and Tesla to a certain extent follow suit. Core retail sales month over month for October came in at 1.7 versus 0.8% expected prior of 0.8%. So higher core retail sales month over month for October. Import prices month over month increased though to 1.2% versus 1% expected prior of minus 0.3%. Export prices month over month increased as well for October. Came in at 1.5% versus 0.9% expected prior of 0.4%. So those numbers didn't seem that bad. I mean, higher retail sales, higher core retail sales, both for month over month of October. And then import prices for October came in a little bit higher. Export prices came in higher as well. So prices went up, which is not really what we want to see in terms of import and export. That's the reason microchip shortages are there, because those import prices are high. But, you know, retail sales went up, which is good for the economy for the most part. But we'll see, market's about break even now, right around that previous closing price. Lucid pulling back to $50, so we'll see if we bounce and hold on 50. I'm kind of tempted to buy a little bit more, and I think I will. We're gonna buy another 25 shares of Prague at this $4 pullback, see if we bounce off of that. If we break under 5 or under 4, I might just get out and come back another, rebuy the dip or something like that. Dairy Dave, thank you for the $5 donation, brother. I appreciate you. QGen, is Q getting a good short at the open? I don't know, to be honest. I always thank you for the $5, brother, but I'm always honest with people, and I don't know why. I don't know if QGen is going to be a good short at the opening bell. Now it is a little bit extended on the upside now that we had this gap up, but I guess it genuinely depends on the reason for this gap up for QGen. This is Kiagen. Rumors of fresh takeover is what's going on. So it's rumors of a takeover bid. It's a companion diagnostics company. I don't know enough about this company to say whether it's a good or bad short at the opening bell. I really don't know. And so it's something that I can watch and pay attention to. But I'm going to be honest, Derry, and tell you I don't know because I really don't. And I don't want to tell you the wrong answer. I don't want to say yes and then it rips up at the opening bell, or say no and then it crashes down at the opening bell and you're like, hey, what the heck, bro? So I'd rather just say I don't know because I don't, and hope you understand. I appreciate the $5 though, brother. Thank you, man. Okay, that makes sense, kind of, Chris. Okay. I don't know, bro. I hadn't been on a dating app in a while, Tanvir. It's been a minute since I was on a dating app. But thank you, Derry. I appreciate you, bro. Overall, QGID doesn't look bad short term. Nice little gap up. We'll see if it shorts. I mean, strong looking for the most part yearly chart. 53 is an interesting level, but we're currently up to 57.80s. So the big thing is, like, if you think resistance, or I guess we just broke lifetime highs, bro. Or we broke yearly highs, definitely. All right, so we're right around this level here. Let's see where that is relative. Okay, so yeah, this level, we're over this level. So we'll see if it holds support at this level, is basically what I would do, Derry. Ford, D. Look at Ford. Ford just ripped up, broke previous closing price, now technically green on the day. Also broke over the high from yesterday. Let's see if it holds there. Let's see if Lucid bounces at 50. I think 50 is a nice little support level that we could probably watch for Lucid. And then GGPI is pulling back a little bit. Yeah, for sure, Chris. Makes sense. Hey, what's up, Richard? Hey, good morning, bro. Did anybody find any more data about the SEC investigation into MMAT? I know MMAT, the SEC is subpoena, sent them a subpoena. We got some more data on it. Does anybody know any more data? Let me look at Uncle Smokey's channel. Okay, here it is. All right. All right, so they're saying for MMAT that the investigation is a fact-finding inquiry, and the company is cooperating and intends to continue to cooperate with the SEC. It's a fact-finding inquiry. Yeah, they just basically said that they're cooperating with the SEC. All right, so Lucid dipping down below $50 a share. No, it's definitely not good, Andy, in terms of like what the subpoena is. Yeah, we're gonna just bail out here. We might add a little bit back on Prague. And again, we're just slowly trading it back and forth. Well, we might add a little bit on a pullback here if it starts to rip back up for Prague. And we'll see. We've got Rivian on the move up. It's at 160s. We've got Lucid at 49s. We've got MMAT down. We've got GGPI on the move too. What's Tesla doing in all this EV volatility? Tesla back over 1,000. Huge rip right before the open, or right before the close yesterday. All right, so let's see what happens with Prague. Let's see if it bounces at 4. It could. Lucid pulling back to 50. See if it actually holds there or not. Yeah, I feel you, Spy. Prague dropping. Yeah, and we'll see what we get. The drop in Prague's insignificant for the most part. I mean, it's up huge in pre-market. All right, Lucid's still up to 50, 20s. Lucid's still battling that $50 level. What's up, Juan? That's right. GRNQ popping on news. There's Tesla. Yeah, GRNQ's up to 110s, 111s, over $1, which is where the previous closing price is as well for GRNQ. It's Green Pro Capital. So Green Pro lands a historic $1 billion security token offering. 6 billion gold reserves. Crypto SX has been selected by Diginity, which is Diginity Corporation, as its listing and trading platforms for DIG-AU security token. DIG-AU token, I guess is how you say it. I'm not sure. And I guess Green Pro is the company's Crypto SX hit the $1 billion security token offering. So they're going to be doing an offering for this token. Excuse me. Rivian. Yeah, Rivian is up, and it looks good. We'll see what happens. Prague pulling back some. Maybe we'll add a little bit more on a dip for Prague. Lucid is at 49.70s. Yeah. Thoughts on BIMI? I think BIMI had the highest volume today out of anything else, and BIMI starting to rip here. 12.5 million. BIMI starting to break highs. Look at BIMI here. Huge move. The reason BIMI is up is because, let's see. I looked at it earlier. Look at this move, 130s for BIMI. They reported EPS and sales results that were up. And so this is the catalyst for BIMI. Yeah. So here's the catalyst for BIMI. BIMI third quarter EPS, it was 6 cents loss, up from 19-cent loss year over year, plus sales of 13.78 million, which was up from 3.09 million year over year. So better than expected and better than last time. Third quarter results for BIMI, better EPS, lower losses per share than last time, and sales results went up pretty drastically year over year. So those are all pretty good things. Yeah, BIMI is flying up. Let's see if it holds now. I mean, we got this pre-market high right here at 125. We're sitting just over that now. We'll see if we bounce off of it first. That's usually the first step. BIMI, let's see what the float is. Yeah, my kids are getting older. Yeah, I'm gonna delete that comment, Aaron. Nothing against you, bro. I just don't want to necessarily bring attention to that, you know. All right, so 59% of you saying yes, you are bullish on Prague today out of 172 votes. 172 votes. GGPI pulled back. Yeah, we're watching BIMI to see if it holds here. A lot of stuff's pulling back. Rivian's pulling back. Prague's pulling back. Lucid's pulling back. Peloton is moving again, you said? Yeah, PTON is back up to 48. I mean, it's dropped so much, though. But, man, Peloton rebound all the way back. That's impressive. So good for them, I guess. But, man, yeah, GGPI dipping pretty heavily, too. GOVX spiking up, guys. Look at GOVX here. I've seen this stock before. This is GeoVax Lab, 6 million in the float. They received a notice of allowance for cancer vaccine patent. I'm sorry. So they received a notice of allowance for a patent here. They announced that the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office has issued a notice of allowance for patent application number 16 out of something entitled Compositions and Methods for Generating an Immune Response to a Tumor-Associated Antigen. In general, the claims to be granted in the patent, and this is all quoting here from GeoVax Labs. In general, the claims to be granted in the patent cover their vector platform for expressing tumor-associated antigens and virus-like particles from a modified vaccinia Ankara MVA viral vector and encompass GeoVax mucin 1 tumor-associated antigen immunotherapy candidate. Nailed it. But yeah, that's the catalyst. Good patent news. They received notice of allowance for their patent. And so interesting. Watching it. Let's see what happens. Relatively small float here for GOVX. I can tell just by looking at it. 6 million in the float. So very, very small float. And so let's see if some big time gurus target this really low float stock in GOVX. I wouldn't be surprised if they do. Yeah, I think you're misinterpreting that comment. Who was it? Mentalist. He's just saying he has a puppy, you know. Thoughts on the BIMI float? Very small. Very small float. No. BIMI doesn't have that small of a float. BIMI float is it's smaller. It's not tiny though. It's 30 million. So it's smaller, but it's not super small. It's not like GOVX, which has 6 million in the float. BIMI pulling back some now. We'll see what happens. Let's see if Rivian bounces at that 162, 163 level. VUZI. Let's see if GOVX rips. Here's VUZI. It's trying. Lucid's still pulling back some, but very strong on the day. Rivian bouncing right off that 163 level. GOVX trying to hold. BIMI pulling back some now. We'll see in a little bit, Tiny. We got some stuff dropping. I think everything just kind of corrected a little bit. Here's the SPY. SPY is slightly red today, so it's slightly down. We didn't really have super bad numbers that dropped. I don't think, at least. All right, everything's dropping. BIMI dropping. Rivian dipping down a little bit. Prague dropping all the way down to 380s. We got Lucid on the move, trying to make a push back up. SPY down. We had GOVX that recently popped too. And we'll make this a little bit larger here so we can see it. But yeah, we got GOVX dipping, Rivian dipping. Y'all see anything that's actually moving up some? Let me know. I see. Yeah. KZR trying. We got the SPY down slightly, RMO down, Lucid's kind of moving back up a little bit. It's testing $50 a share again. We'll see if it holds. Rivian finally dipping down some. What's up, Austin? I'm your favorite trader's favorite trader, you know. Yeah, my mom's pretty short too. My mom's like 5'3". My dad's like 6'2", but my mom's 5'3". And so I'm average. I'm 5'11". That's kind of how it goes. BIMI the bell. Yeah, we'll see if BIMI can hold over 115s, 120s. That's right. Like the video. Hey, we appreciate it. Right, I got an average height. I'm just glad when I was really young, I was super short. You know, when I was young, I was very short. I thought my parents thought I would be really short, and so somewhere around 6th, 7th grade, I hit a growth spurt and I turned into be normal. But you know, it is what it is. My son might be a little bit shorter, and that's okay. My daughter's pretty short too, but it is what it is. You know, tell them you got to worry about stuff you can control, and that's not one of them. You know. Yeah, I mean, honestly, in terms of my family, though, like my family, like my dad's a bunch of giants. Like my aunt, my female aunt is 6 foot. You know, my cousins, some of my female cousins are like 6'1". You know, I'm literally shorter than all of them. I'm the shortest person on my dad's side. My mom's side is a bunch of short Cajuns. You know, my mom's a Cajun. I'm from Louisiana, so my mom's Cajun. Her side's pretty short. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm just glad to be average or slightly above it. No, so my mom had been in Canada for the last 2 years. She's finally back, and she's been staying with me. She's still here. She's leaving today, actually, but she's been staying with me for the last week or two. I hadn't seen her in 2 years prior to her coming out, so it's good to see her, you know. All right, what's up, T-Man? Yeah, I'm from Baton Rouge, brother. BITF. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We got Lucid on the move. We got Rivian that did bounce at that 162, 163 level. Let's see if BIMI spikes back up over this previous support level here. You know, we've got that little support level. We'll see if that holds. The other one was GOVX that was starting to run. It didn't hold. We'll see if it holds at like $5. Lucid testing $50 a share, kind of going back and forth with $50 a share. So we'll see. She was in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Yeah. Yeah, T. But yeah, she was living in Ontario. Yeah, go Tigers, even though we're not that good this year. Go Saints, even though we're not that good this year. We need quarterbacks on both sides. I'm just rooting for old Joey Burrow over there on the Bengals. You know, I hope they win the Super Bowl. It's gonna be tough, but I hope they do. Axon, AXON making moves. We got RMO. Look at Rivian about to break highs again. Look at Rivian. Rivian's up to 166.50s. 166.50s. We'll see if it continues, but Rivian's starting to break highs, guys. Let's see if it continues now. BIMI pulling back. All right, 166.75. Rivian breaking highs again, man. This thing is crazy. Yeah, Taysom did good this year, man. You know, or Taysom did pretty decent last year. We had the different quarterbacks. Winston, I don't know how. I'm still torn on Winston. I mean, I hope he gets better though, regardless. Chimbo Fisher. It was looking like we were going to get him for a while back before we hired Coach O. I'm glad we hired Coach O. People are too strict on Coach O, man. You know. All right, we got RMO. But look at Rivian. Rivian breaking highs, pulling back. Let's see if we bounce here at 165 support. GOVX never held. CRTD is another one that's been moving in pre-market. The other one is GGPI. GGPI moving back up over VWAP here. It's at 1570s now. This one's been pretty strong all day. Big percentage moves for GGPI as well. This one had big percentage moves. You know, it's going from like 14s to 16s. Just big moves. Where is everyone finding short floats? What site? JSprott, I programmed an app that gives you free detailed short flow data. And you can see it here. This is the Squeeze app. This tells you detailed short flow data and information. You can type in whatever symbol you're looking for, say prog, and it'll give you detailed short flow data and information. Shows you the short float 23%, the float 83 million, short volume of 27%, short volume of 5.8 million, volume of 21, market cap, buy ratings, institutional ownership, and all that good stuff. And you can download it if you have an Android completely free. So if you haven't already, I'll drop this link. You can download the Squeeze app for free if you have an Android. It's coming to iOS within the next few weeks. There's the link. You can download the Squeeze app. GGPI, yeah, GGPI is volatile. That's the big thing about it. It's volatile. That's what we want to see. It's just volatility. You know, good movement here. The float's got to be pretty small for GGPI as well. Frog still consolidating down there. We'll see what happens with it. The float of GGPI, I don't see the float. I'm showing 100 million outstanding shares, so we know it's less than 100 million. So it's not super large. We know that, but we don't know what the actual float is. Let me look up my app. Maybe my app has it. Might not be found though. Let's see. But yeah, it's not available. Too obscure of a stock, unfortunately. Are we doing height posts? Yeah, I hope my son passes me in height. You know, I don't know. Somewhere we got on the height talk. I think somebody mentioned it. I was just trying to tell people I'm tiny in terms of like my dad's side. GOVX starting to come back up as well. Look at GOVX. It's back up to 530s, 535s. Not bad, you know. Yeah, pre-mark has been really exciting for the last few weeks. It's way better than it was. I don't know if you guys remember August and September, but August and September had some really dull and slow moments. You know, there was not a lot of action going on. It was really boring and slow. So I'm just glad we got some volatility back in the market, regardless of what we're getting and how we're getting it. You know, I'm just glad we got some type of volatility. There goes GGPI back over 15s. GOVX is still making those moves. Lucid is still consolidating right around that $50 level. So it's still consolidating right around those levels. And we'll see if we continue. Kern bouncing back. I don't know, man. Kern was a tough one. It was moving up with mostly cannabis sympathy and optimism in cannabis stocks. And then, you know, once that settled down a little bit, it was just quiet. You know, so, you know, we had Tilray making big moves yesterday and it's down too. So I think Kern is just going to follow cannabis sympathy to a certain extent. RETO's volatile, which is weird movement. Not really enough volume for me to be interested or excited about it. Prog, let's see if Prog gets back over VWAP. I might buy some more if it does. GGPI is trying to hold VWAP now. Let's see if it bounces. Yeah, we'll see if Lucid can make moves. We're waiting for it. What do y'all think about this crypto crash? Like I said, we did a poll earlier. We had like 600 people vote on it. I think they said that most people are not buying the Bitcoin dip. Let me know if you are. Most cryptos are down. You know, so we'll see if we get some continuation. But yeah, been a rough time in crypto. Rivian, yeah, Rivian's pulling back a little bit now. It's pulling back to the VWAP. We'll see if it holds there. Rivian's been kind of like the hot chick in the market, though. Everybody's watching Rivian. You know, everybody's trading it. Everybody's speculating on it and watching it. Yeah, seasonally, the end of August going into September is one of the slowest times. Yeah, for sure. Buy the ether dip. Yeah, I mean, that's what I think. I think considering the history of Bitcoin and Ethereum, you know, I think that the dips historically, buying the dips have been incredibly profitable historically. If we look at the yearly chart for Ethereum, it's not looking bad. 4,000 seems like an easy dip buy, but who knows? Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But I'm definitely watching those levels to see. And who knows what we're going to get with them. Sold Prog, bought the Bitcoin Ether dip. Yeah. All right, so there's Ether. Like I said, PPSI is one we're watching. Lucid too. Lucid's trying to hold at the VWAP. Prog back over VWAP. Prog's back over at 393s here. Another one that we haven't really been talking about a ton. BIMI dipped below the VWAP as well. Another one we haven't really talked about a ton is KZR. You know, KZR put in really big percentage moves. This thing gapped up from like 8 all the way to 16, so roughly 100%. Back down to 1230s for KZR. So, you know, very volatile movement here. And Prog's back over VWAP. Rivian's testing the VWAP now to see if it holds. GSAT, Ramon? GSAT barcodes, no range. Out of the entire day yesterday, it moved like 10 cents total. So it's just not something I'm going to trade. Just too slow. BIMI dipping down. Let's see if it holds support. That $1 level is usually a really big support level. Like $1 is usually a big level that a lot of people pay attention to and watch. And so we'll see if $1 holds there. I also might try to trade a little bit of futures today. We'll see on Top Step. SPA's been volatile enough to maybe get some good, you know, futures trading volatility in there, and we'll see. Now, right now, vote on the Prog thing. Are you bullish on Prog today? 56% of you are saying yes out of 270 plus people. So vote on the Prog volatility poll in the chat. Yeah, no worries, Ramon. EDR, UFC stock, yeah. I know about EDR. It's just been too slow for me to really be interested in, to be honest. It's just dull. It doesn't really move much. GOVX still consolidating over $5. I guess that's good. Lucid still trying to make moves. AMC is slightly red. Hey, thank you, Man. I appreciate you, bro. Hey, we got 6 minutes until the opening bell, guys. Like I said, let me know what your favorite stock is right now. We're watching a bunch of stuff. Ugh. I'm gonna wake myself up a little bit. Oh, man. All right. You know, I haven't raised my desk in a long time, standing up trading, so I could raise my desk today. I think I'm just going to wait. But, yeah, we're almost to the open. Let me know what you're watching. Lucid, Rivian, Prog, BIMI, PPSI, or not PPSI, GGPI. GGPI, you know, let me know what you're watching the most. Also, guys, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. We do this live every single day right here. So if you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the sub button. Let's run those numbers up. Let's keep growing. Let's keep moving here. And certainly appreciate it if you do. Hit the sub button, hit the notification bell. We are live every single day right here. And so let me go ahead and ask this question. What are you watching the most at the opening bell, guys? Let's hear it. Ford, GGPI, Octavio, Peloton, Prog, BIMI. Yeah, we're almost there. Look at Lucid. Lucid's popping back up to 49.80s, trying to get back over 50. Rivian's bouncing as well, so we're getting a little EV spike right now. So EV's spiking up a little bit prior to the opening bell, so we'll see if we continue there. Rivian, Prog, Lucid, GGPI. Hey, thank you, Qualius. Hey. I chose this. May not be smart for everyone, but I chose to invest heavily recently in the travel stocks, Carnival, airport companies, and hotel companies. I just feel going forward next year, but I don't know. Yeah, I had a really nice trade back on MGM and on, I made a bunch of money on MGM and on United Airlines right when COVID initially first happened. It depends on where they're at now. You know, United Airlines is basically 100% up from where it was. You know, it's funny. Like I posted that trade video on one of our other channels, and I said, "Hey, everybody, I'm buying United Airlines at $25 a share," and I had so many people. Comment and be like, "Bro, these are trash picks. You know, these are trash picks." I ended up making like 70% like a week. Silence after that. It's funny how that works. All right, so I see somebody mentioning Prague, Rivian, Lucid. Yeah, INDI, semiconductor play. I don't know enough about this one, but very strong looking long-term chart. Very strong looking long-term chart. Yeah, we got 3 minutes, guys. Let's do this. We got Axion. We've got, what do we got? CSZOO, CLEU. I mean, well, travel's not really down a ton. So travel's been back for a minute. You know, is it where it was pre? No, but it's still not looking bad. JetBlue, tiny. Yeah, swing trading is pretty profitable. I think a lot of traders that really want to day trade are going to be better suited towards swing trading because you can profit from stories without needing as much of a technical base. Like if you can look at a long-term chart and say, hey, this is extended or this isn't, then you can swing trade. You just got to find stories, like correlating stories to bet on in the market. You know, like if E3 is coming up, you can bet on gaming stocks. You know, if you think that travel is oversold and it's going to rebound, you can bet on travel stocks. That's swing trading is going to be it's going to be better for most traders, I would say. Yeah, for sure, Chris, 100%. Yeah, it's an interesting dynamic for sure. All right, guys, we got 2 minutes. Yeah, scalping takes way better timing for sure. All right, guys. Hey, good luck. Prague back up some. Maybe we buy this dip. Let's see. Remember, today is day 2 of my scale up. We are scaling up. We scaled up yesterday. We quickly lost $100 before making it right back. We're going to try to do the same thing today. Wish me luck. Like I said, if I lose $100 or $200 today, that's okay. The entire point is just to get used to the larger sizing, regardless of whether I win or lose. Of course, I want to win, but like the big goal today, guys, is just to be used to the larger sizing. That's all I really care about. I just want to be used to the larger sizing. If we can scale up, even if we lose a few $100, I'm okay with that. I just need to get used to the larger sizing again. And so wish me luck. Hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell if you want to help support your boy here. And let's go to the opening bell and try to make some money. We got less than a minute. We got 30 seconds. Good luck. Let's do this, guys. Prague, rip it up. It's at 390s. Let's see if we buy that dip. But again, the goal of today is just to scale up our size. That's the main thing we want to do, is just scale up our size again today. Even if we lose, wish me luck. Let me know what you think. Here's the opening bell, guys. So let's make some money today, hopefully. Good luck. And here's the opening bell right now. NVIDIA popping up. Lucid rip it up. Prague is up over VWAP at 390s. We're going to let it settle down, maybe buy the dip. There's the opening bell. Yeah, good luck, guys. All right, let's do this. I'm watching GGPI as well. Look at NVIDIA spiking up big at the open. Lucid dipping down some. Rivian pulling back a little bit here. Here's Prague. Prague is dipping down some here. It's at 390s. Lucid dipping down pretty quickly as well at the open. GGPI at 1530s. Pulling back a little bit. We've got Rivian up there at 160s. All right, so Lucid dumping down pretty quickly. Prague dipping down too. We're going to switch the scanners over. There we go. All right, GGPI dip. Let's see if Rivian does a red to green move. That's kind of what it's looking like. What about BIMI? BIMI starting to head back up as well. Lucid tanking really quickly here. The SPY is pretty neutral right now. It's gone up a little bit, pulled back some, mostly neutral. It's at 467. We've got SCYX trying to make a pop. What is this? It's weird. There we go. All right, so let's say we get a red to green. BIMI starting to head back up. Prague is dipping down some. NVIDIA is spiking up. We're watching the SPY itself. SPY's trying to head back up too, over the VWAP. Let's see if Prague does a red to green move. All right, there goes Prague. It's starting to creep back up. We're in a little bit of Apple right now. We're going to add on the dip. All right, we're in 75 shares of Apple. Gonna keep buying on the pullback, adding down to 150.20, that support level here. Ew, I don't know if I like the drop, but see if we hold over this 150 level. We use that as a risk. Prague's starting to head back up, so we might be buying into this too. We'll see. I wonder if market makers are going to try to stop me out at 150 though. I wonder if they see that level and they're trying to stop me out. There goes Prague, rip it up. Let's see if we can buy or pull back here, maybe. Oh, don't do it, Apple. All right, $35 loss. It's fine. Not really what I expected, but it's all good. I'm probably trading a little bit close to the opening bell. Luckily, we had the Prague trade, so we're only down like 20 bucks. But yeah, not really what I wanted, of course. Maybe we'll buy Prague if it pulls back to 4. Rivian just broke highs and then rejected at the top. So we'll see what we get. We got GOVX trying to fight his way back. It's at 540s here. 540s for GOVX. Apple looking weak now. Which is weird. It's kind of trending against the market. All right, Prague dip. I tried to get in the Prague dip. Didn't quite get in yet. We'll add 100 shares here. See if we get a move. Rivian rejecting. Yeah, Prague's ripping. SPY's running up really nicely here too. We're going to add a little bit more shares of Prague here. We're on at 200 shares. Got out of Apple again. Lost $5 on the last one. GOVX trying, BIMI trying, Rivian rejected. What's Lucid doing? Lucid is down. Okay. Prague trying here. Take a little bit off there, protect the trade. Try to ride the rest of the momentum up here for it. Nice. Take a little bit more off the top, protect the trade. Holding 50 shares now of Lucid. Nice. Scaling a little bit more. hold the last little bit in case we get a big fly up here for it. Man, the market's flying up right now, so the SPY itself is making big moves. All right. All right, so we're up $24 on Prague itself. We're only down about $15 now, so we're pretty clean slate here. Lucid is starting to rebound here. What was it? GGPI. GGPI just broke over VWAP. It's starting to push up some more. The SPY itself hasn't even slowed down. The SPY has been moving up really steadily. Yeah, Apple faked me out too, Dylan. Don't stress it too hard, brother. You know, there'll be other plays. Apple just dumped all the way under that previous closing price and then just came right back. It seems like I thought it would be following the SPY, but it just didn't. We'll see what happens with Prague. Prague looks good. Tesla just ripped. GGPI is pushing back up too. What happened to BIMI? So a lot of stuff opened up red and then reversed. All right, I'm trying to buy a little bit of Apple again here. I don't know if this is going to work out, but we're trying. I hope it doesn't fake me out again. We're in 50 shares. All right, so Prague breaking highs again. It's at 425s. Prague still ripping up. It's at 430s right now for PROG. Nice. Scalping a little bit of Apple here. Prague steady ripping up. I might buy a pullback if we can get one. Maybe. Not sure yet. I'm going to get out of Apple there and just take the money because I see the SPY starting to dip. BIMI back over VWAP here. We're looking at this to see if it holds. Maybe we can buy some more. I don't mind buying a Prague pullback too. But we're pretty close to break even on the day. SPY's pulling back some. Like I said, I might trade. How do I switch this? There we go. Man, Prague is steady ripping up. I never got a chance to buy that dip. Apple consolidating here, man. We're waiting for a pullback if we can in Prague, but nothing yet. Kind of waiting. Sideways action in Apple so far, but Prague is flying up. What else are you guys trading right now? Green or red so far? I'm slightly red, not by much. We're also nailing the futures market right now. All right, we just got out. We made $225. How's that for Baton Rouge? We'll take it. We'll take it, you know. What else we got? Here's a Prague dip. Is it halted? No. We're gonna buy 25 shares of this Prague dip. Okay, add a little bit more of the dip. See if we get a quick pop in Prague. Sold a little bit too soon there probably, but habits from when I was trading small size. We'll let the rest roll. But BIMI rejecting. What about Rivian? What's that doing? Rivian's starting to creep up, getting ready to break highs. I don't know if I want to buy Rivian or not, but if I do buy, it's gonna be small share size. All right, we're doing pretty good. I'm gonna get out here and maybe buy some more. The share size is small enough to where got to figure something else out. VUZI. BBIG. AGGC is popping up. Lucid's starting to try to come back a little bit here. We'll see if we'll take advantage of it. If it does that. GOVX, nothing. What are you guys watching the most right now? Not advice. When do we sell Prague? Got in at 369s. I mean, Gage, listen, brother. Like I said, I don't know what's going to happen. Not an investment professional. This is not financial advice. Everything you do is you're liable for everything you do, not liable for anything. With that said, though, me personally, my own style of trading is I always take some profit, right? If I'm up that big, I'm almost always going to take some profit. Now, usually I'll leave maybe 50% of the position just in case it continues going. And that way, by taking half off, but leaving half of it as well, if it dips, I'm still protected and I'm break even at least, if not profiting some. But if it continues to go up, I'm still able to capitalize and taking advantage of it. And so that's my philosophy with those type of stocks. Now, again, it's 100% up to you. I don't know what Prague is going to do, and good luck. Thank you for the $2, brother. I appreciate you. I'm kind of tempted to buy this Rivian dip, but Rivian's kind of crazy, to be honest here. So if I do buy it, just to get my foot wet, I'm going to buy it with tiny size here, like $5 or 5 shares. We'll see how it goes. Honestly, it's moving pretty fast for 5 share position too. Ooh, nasty drop. Not what we wanted to see. All right, back up, back down. We're in 5 shares of Rivian. Lucid's starting to come back too. Prague dipping down to 420s. I'm getting out of Rivian. I'm going to take the little $9 loss and not be super concerned with that, to be honest here. We'll see. We're also bought another futures contract, just one contract in the futures market. We're trying to ride the bounce up in the SPY here. Maybe I got scared out of Rivian too early, but it was just a little bit too much for me. Prague dipping down to the VWAP. It's not too bad. Yeah, I appreciate you, Gage. Bardis, I'm more of a scalper, brother, so I trade a lot, you know. So I'll trade over and over and over again. It's kind of how I do it. All right, we're in a little AMD dip. Go ahead and capitalize on that little AMD move. We also just made $37 in futures. We're up $250 on the day in the futures market. Watching the SPY to see what happens here. Find a little bit more of AMD on the dip. I'm going to add a little bit more here. 50 shares. Prague bouncing right at the VWAP. Looks good. Apple just tanked. Lucid battling VWAP. Pretty heavily drop in the market itself. Under 40s, I'll get out of AMD. Oof. Yeah, lost $13 or so from AMD. It's all good. SPY pulling back a little bit. It is what it is. Here's the SPY. SPY's actually breaking highs. I'm surprised AMD's not following it. It's almost like AMD's following Apple a little bit more, but you know, it's all good. Still doing okay. SPY moving up to test highs here. Let's see if that drags everything else out. I might buy a little bit more prog here. Buy a little bit more prog. See if we can let this roll. What's GGPI doing? GGPI is kind of sideways right now. Man, GGPI just tanked. Wow. Look at GGPI here. Big drop. Halted, maybe not yet, but huge drop. I mean, I'm scalping AMD back and forth. We're also in prog. Buy a little bit more on that dip. Risk is 16s there. AMD's kind of chopping me out. Hoping for a trend continuation, but we're just not really getting it. Prog, same thing. We'll let it battle this 417 level. My microchip stocks are dipping down too. We're only 200 shares of prog. Add a little bit more. See if we can get a little bounce here at the VWAP, back up to like 29s, 30s. Market itself, like AMD, Apple, mostly sideways right now. SPY's ripping up though. SPY looks good, but everything else is kind of dipping. Specifically microchips. Walmart down too. Facebook's flying up. Disney's ripping up with it too. I guess that's what's dragging the market up is Facebook and Disney. Vuzi. Vuzi's down. Rivian breaking lows. DWAC. I wouldn't really call it ripping. It's up, but it's not up much. PHUN follows it usually pretty closely. Same thing. All right, so we got the rip in prog, which is great. So a little bit more into that pop. Nice. Prog rip it up. All right, I accidentally just got out of it. I didn't mean to get out the full position. I'll have to add it back if I can. I meant to get out of 50 shares, not 150, but hopefully I won't regret that. SPY pulling back really big here. So maybe we can short something if it sets up. Yeah, I think I'm going to regret that. Man, stupid mistake. Yeah, it's all right. BIMI up at 108s. I'm gonna buy at least a little bit more prog here. No, I never checked it out. I have to buy VR. I don't have any VR setups yet. I'm probably getting my son the Oculus 2 for Christmas, but I don't have a VR yet. So it's something I still got to purchase. Let me know recommendations. I'm pretty sure Oculus is the best, right? Ethereum's doing better, which is good. Still kind of waiting here. Large cap stocks have slowed. Yeah, we'll get out of prog here and just wait. Don't worry about it too much. See if it comes back up. BIMI sideways. KZR down. GOVX down. Lucid down. Rivian down. Tesla up. Prog is up really nicely, obviously. RMO. I didn't see RMO this morning, but RMO has been flying up. Here goes BIMI as well, testing VWAP. It's up there. Okay. Look at RMO, guys. RMO is looking really solid too. SPY up heavily. Looks good. I don't know, Nick. I don't know what's chasing or not. It depends. You know, it could do either one here. It's kind of middle range, so it could do either one, I think. SPY looks like it wants to go up. You just bought a contract in the futures market. And if anybody wants to trade futures, the good thing is like, it's the same thing as there's no PDT rule. Top Step's a funded account program for futures. So they give you a demo. If you can hit their target on the demo while following their rules and conditions, then they fund you, and they fund millions of traders every year. Base one's 50K. If you can hit 3K in profit without hitting their max loss and while following their rules, then they fund you 50K with an 80% split. And so if you take that 50K funded account and you make, $10,000, you get to keep 8,000. They get to keep 2,000 of that. Regulated in the US, no PDT rule in futures, and I trade the same scalping strategies. And so I'm going to go ahead and get out of this, though. We just lost $50. We're only up 187 now, but it is what it is. But if you want to check out Top Step, here's the link. Good way to help support the channel. It is an affiliate link, so I'm certainly biased in their favor, but there's the link if you want to check it out. See what happens with the SPY. It's kind of dipping a little bit, so we're going to wait. Prog is moving up, though, so maybe it was a good move. Prog hanging up, BIMI moving up as well. All right, so we just made our money right back on Top Step. We're up 237 on the day. We bought the dip in the SPY again and rode that up. Just kind of waiting. Green or red so far? I guess now is the question we ask. Green or red so far today? Let me know. Looks like everybody that voted on the poll was right. Are you still bullish on Prog? Vote on the poll right now. We got 350 votes. Are you bullish on Prog today? Let us know. RMO dipping down a little bit. GGPI breaking lows. Prog's consolidating. AMD's pretty sideways. Prog ripping up, guys. It's at 230s, at 430s, I mean. So Prog is popping up here. Let's see if it continues. Lucid dip. Yeah, I saw that. Scalping a little bit of Apple here, but break even right now. 150 shares. Shorted into the pop. Just want to see if we get a rejection here. Over 80, I'll get out. Prague getting up there to test the highs of the day. There's 440s. 440s for Prague. Kind of going back and forth with Apple here. Prague moving up to 440s, testing high of the day. The high of the day on Prague is 445. For Prague, 445s. Green, red, red, green, no trades. Now we're short on Apple. Like I said, kind of sideways. Not super worried about it either way. I mean, we can wait it out. Prague up to 441s, testing highs. See if we can get over that level. The next step is to kind of get over that high of the day and then hold support there. Yeah, no worries, pawn. I'm slightly red, $30 or so, but nothing super significant here. Probably about to get stopped out on Apple, but it's a small little $10 trade. Not super worried. Like I said, my goal is just to scale up in size and get used to the larger sizing, even if I lose, because I know over the long term I'm profitable. So like, I just got to get used to the big sizing, and then we can make more. I'm gonna get out here. Got stopped out of Apple. It is what it is. Apple's had my number today. I might just move on from it. Just hasn't been trading super easy for me. Mostly sideways and difficult to trade today, at least. Prague pushing up. I've done really well on Prague. Should have bought that little dip there. There's 440s. Yeah, that's kind of what it feels like, Freddie. Market's kind of slow. The large cap market is pretty sideways. Like a market moved up initially at the open, but then just kind of quieted back down some. And so here's the P&L on the day. We are down $45, which could be worse. You know, I'm not super worried about it. Again, the goal is just to scale up in size. Prague, rip it up, breaking highs again. Looks good. SPY's popping up really big and quick too. Yeah, I made some money in futures. Yeah, maybe Apple faked me out there, it looks like. Maybe. GRTX, Onan. GRTX is slow. ONON is interesting. I don't know what this is. But big rip for ONON. I'm just scalping a little bit on AMD now. Dipping down again. We might add some to this pullback here. Prague, rip it up. little bit more. Prague is flying up now, guys. Here's the squeeze in Prague. Wow. Impressive squeeze. If lost another, I just can't trade today. I think the market's just too sideways for large cap stocks. I think if I'm trading, I got to just trade penny stocks because trying to attack this is just not going to work, you know. Trying to attack this over and over again rarely is going to work. And I think I got to slow myself down before I give too much back. We're down $65 on the day. Again, my main goal is just to scale up in size, but it's not really fun chipping away with losses over and over again. Just got to wait for something to hold. But watching the market, I'm trying to find something that's following the market. The market's been mostly in a bull trend. But when we look at like Walmart's down, Facebook is green. So maybe Facebook is the one that's following the market more than anything. But yeah. Looks like Apple faked me out a little bit, but it's all good. Penny stocks seem okay, but Prague is really the one that looks the best. Everything else is kind of slow and boring. Which is fine. Like I said, here's I don't know if I showed you my P&L, but this is my P&L right now. We're down to $65. Could be worse. You know, there's the P&L. Well, most crypto, Kurt says, hey, John, what is the basic reason all crypto goes down? The reality of it is most of crypto follows Bitcoin. It's kind of like the SPY of crypto. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the SPY of Bitcoin. Like in this case, how the SPY follows, how everything mostly follows the SPY in crypto. Same thing happens with Bitcoin. You know, most things are just following the market. They're just following the SPY itself. You know, when the SPY does well, Bitcoin, crypto do well. You know, when the SPY doesn't do well, Bitcoin and crypto don't do well generally. When Bitcoin does well, other cryptos generally do well. When Bitcoin does not do well, other cryptos generally do not do well either. So it just depends. You know, it's one of those things where Bitcoin influences the entire crypto market, just like the SPY influence most stocks. You know, it goes back and forth. So I hope that makes sense. And so like with crypto, if we look at like BitGet, for instance, most things are going to be following Bitcoin. And so if we look at Bitcoin and we see what dropped, Bitcoin is down today and almost everything else is down with it. You know, Bitcoin's down 5%, which is a lot over the last 24 hours. And look at everything else. Everything else is basically down with it. Now, they'll move in different ranges. They're not going to move in the same ranges. But again, that's kind of how it goes. Now, again, you could also short Bitcoin on BitGet, though. Like if you wanted to trade futures, you can short Bitcoin. You can get up to 125 times leverage. You can short any of these tokens up here. And that's what a lot of traders end up doing. It's just shorting Bitcoin, shorting a lot of these moves when it's not favorable. Or you could copy other profitable traders. Like you go to copy trade. You can copy most other profitable traders pretty easily. Just look at which traders are profitable. What I suggest you do if you're going to copy trade other people is, look at this guy. This guy's not that bad. He's up 351% in the last few weeks. I got to log in to see it. But I would find the copy traders that have been around the longest and that have put in long-term percentage gains. Again, if you do that, you're going to have a lot better odds of success, in my personal opinion. You know, and so if you're on BitGet, I would look for the ones that have been around the longest, that have had the most consistent gains. You know, some of them put in really nice percentage gains, like on a short-term basis, but long-term they're not really profitable. And so if you're following somebody on BitGet and you're copying them, again, you want to find the traders that have been around the longest, and you want to always set a stop loss and make sure you analyze the ratio, because some of these guys are making 50K every 3 weeks. If you follow them with $1,000 account, even if they're profitable, you're still going to lose your account because they're trading too big of swings ultimately. And so that's going to destroy your account, even if they're profitable over the long haul, because there's just too big of swings for your account to handle. And so make sure you adjust the ratio. You can change it by going to fixed ratio once you follow them really easily, and just protect yourself that way. So set a stop loss, find the traders that have been around the longest, that have been through the crashes and survived, and then find the traders that, you know, are reasonable, and then always set a stop loss. Like, that's the way you're profitable in copy trading. And again, if you want to check out BitGet, again, you can buy Doge, Shiba, all that good stuff. Here's the link. Don't sue me. Can't guarantee any of the copy traders will make you money. Of course, I have no idea. SPY's crashing down a little bit, guys. SPY's crashing down. I did scalp Facebook for a $15 gain, and so we're down $50. Could be worse. Yeah, we do a little bit on crypto. Like I said, my goal is to find a copy trader that's been around for a long time. So like if we look at BitGet here, let me find which one I'm logged in at. It's not this one. It's the other one. Yeah. So if we look at BitGet, my job is to basically find crypto traders that have been around a while. You know, if I find traders that have been around a while, those are the ones that I want to follow. You know, and there's a lot of ones that you can follow. Like if we look at this here, there's a lot of really profitable ones, 760%. The biggest thing is, like, what I look for is a cumulative P&L ratio. And then once I have this, I want to look for, look at this, guys, 20%. And these are the guys that have been around a long time. And so we've got like Elon Musk, 92% accuracy. A lot of these guys are trading really small. So I want to find the guys that are trading large enough. This guy's never lost. That's impressive. But look at these percentage gains for these guys. Wow. This guy has made 107,000%. Crazy. The problem with, I bet you a lot of these guys are just sitting on losses, though, because they never cut losses. Because if they do, it's going to hurt their accuracy rate. Okay. Green, green, green. Okay, wow, never mind. This guy's sitting on a bunch of W's. Sheesh. Look at some of these guys, man. Both long and short, too, which I think is the most impressive part. Oh, my goodness, man. Look at this guy. He's taking both directions, and he's making money in both directions, too, which is surprising. And pretty impressive, you know. 703%. Yeah, pretty impressive. And if you want to copy these guys, you can. You can also buy a lot of those gaming coins and other cool stuff on BitGet. I posted the link in the chat. Trader Zhang. I don't know what happened to him. Let me see. I can look him up. Is he even still around? Yeah, I don't even know where he's at. You got some good guys here, though. Like, there's some profitable traders. You gotta find them. Like, look at this. Like, there's some of them are not. Again, I suggest you look for the ones that have been trading the longest, and a lot of the best ones are not going to have super high accuracy rates. You know, so like if we look at this, for instance, right, and we look at this and we say, okay, well, let's see what their accuracy rates are like. This guy's been losing the last few days, but he's sitting on bags of losses. And so look at all these losses this guy's just sitting on. He's just buying. He's just averaging and averaging and averaging. And so you got to be careful with these ones. But there's a lot of profitable ones to follow. Let's look at this person. 78% accuracy rate. First thing I do is I look to see if they're sitting on losses, which this person is not. This person's sitting on W's, which is great. Then you look at their accuracy rate. This person is up 78%. No followers right now. 250% in the last 3 weeks. And doing pretty solid. The only flaw is that they haven't been around a long time. So if you can find somebody like this that's putting in stats like this, that's been around a long time, that's the right way to do it. So you got to find, it's a mix of finding traders that have been around long enough and finding ones that are not just averaging into positions. DWAC and fun, let me take a look. Yeah, DWAC and PHUN are ripping up, guys. Yeah, PHUN's not really ripping up much, but DWAC is. DWAC is flying up. So that's interesting. Let's see what happens if they continue. AMC has been down as well today. Here's DWAC pulling back some. Let's see if it actually holds. Prague is dipping down a little bit as well. I don't necessarily hate that. All right, PHUN pulling back. DWAC is trying to pull back too. I'm kind of interested. I might buy 100 shares of Prague right here. I don't mind this little dip. Tesla ripping up as well. Yeah, Tesla's up to 10,050. Not bad. Disney moving? Yeah, I saw Disney trying. Disney pulling back a little bit now. So we'll see. We got Prague on the move up too. GOTU on the float. Yeah, let me look it up on my Squeeze app. And if you want to download this app, guys, like I said, you can. It's free. It's on the Google Play Store. The float of GOTU is 125 million, 30% short float. So high short float. Take a little bit off of Prague here. Let's see if we get another rip in Prague. Oh, 10,050? Oh, 1,050. My bad, guys. I meant 1,050. You guys know what I meant. Come on. But no, GGPI breaking back over that previous closing price. It's trying. Watching the SPY. Watching Prague here. We'll see if it continues. Yeah, hit the like button. Yeah. Yeah, I wish it hit 10,050. A lot of rich people would be here. All right, the SPY is flying up, so that should be good, I would think, right? Should influence everything else. There's Tesla breaking highs. It's at 1050. So not bad. Let's see if it continues back up. NVIDIA spiked up as well. We got the SPY trying to make moves. Lost $50 just on Facebook. I'm trying, but yeah, not doing great. Down 122 on the day, which again, I mean, like I said, I'm being honest with you guys. I'm trying to scale up my size, and so we're probably going to lose for a few days, and that's okay. I got to get used to the bigger size and the emotions that are in play with the larger size. And so, you know, I think I took a little bit too big a size on Facebook, but it's all right. And we'll figure it out. We'll figure what else out to do. Like I said, the market's kind of sideways for the most part. I mean, the SPY's pushing up towards the higher end of the range, but we'll see what happens. We're still in Prague. PPSI spiking. Let's see what DWAC continues here. It's at 62. We'll see if it continues. Yeah, hey, hit the like button, guys. Watching Prague, watching the SPY too. AMD ripped up and broke high, so that's good. Prague's starting to move up. We'll see if we continue there. What's Apple doing? SPY is heading up, breaking highs as well, which is good. Prague's still moving up, which is great. Take a little bit off there, capitalize on the gain. PPSI. There goes DWAC popping back up again. Here's PPSI. Yeah, PPSI got some volume. It's not the best though. I would like more volume, to be honest here. In that one. Like if that one got more volume, I'd be happier, you know. RAV inputs. Yeah, it's up so much. PPSI pulling back now again. Here goes Prague. He's trying to come back up. SPY just rejected really, really fast. Big rejection in the SPY. Wow. I wonder why. There's DWAC though. DWAC pushing back up. What happened with the SPY? Weird. Look at the SPY itself. If we're pulling the SPY up. Tesla breaking highs again, but look at the SPY. What happened? Big drop. Let me see if we can figure out what's going on with the SPY itself. Okay, so business inventory numbers dropped. So business inventories month over month for September came out at 0.7% versus 0.7% expected. So about the same. NAHB housing market index for November came in at 83 versus 80 expected. Manufacturing outputs came in at 1.2% versus 0.7% expected. Capacity utilization rates came in for at 76% versus 75.8% expected. Industrial production numbers month over month for October came in at 1.6% versus 0.7% expected. The Fed's Bullard said that Fed taper increase to $30 billion per month would open the door to rate increase at the end of the first quarter of 22. So that's dropping the market, it seems. Yeah, GGPI, we can watch it. Look at DWAC though. DWAC is flying up. Looks good. Maybe I should have held the full sizing on Prague the whole time. Looks like that was probably the right move. 63 key level. Yeah, 63 is definitely a big level for DWAC. Stock Twits is trending that Elon sold 53%. 53% of what? DWAC pulling back right at 63s. Yeah, but he sold 50% of what? That's a lot. Definitely not Tesla stock. There's 87s, 88s. Hey, Prague's flying up. Ooh, not anymore. Buy the dip. Just got rejected at the highs. Tough market, you know. Approximately 4%, not 50. I was gonna say, man, 50%. There's no way he did that. You know, that'd be crazy, crazy. All right, watching the SPY, watching the DWAC, seeing some stuff slow down now. Probably going to close it down. You know, like I said, we're down $118 right now, which it is what it is. But if you guys want to help support the channel, there's a few different ways to do it. Number one, check out Benzinga. If you want to find a lot of these big gapping up stocks that we trade every day, Benzinga's got a free trial that you can use for 2 weeks without even needing your credit card data. So if you want to check out Benzinga, you can for free for 2 weeks. Try out their free trial. There's the link for that. If you want to help support your boy, go check out BitGet. BitGet is the best crypto platform in the game right now. Super useful. You can do so much different stuff on BitGet. You can copy other profitable traders. You can trade crypto yourself. And yeah, just really dope platform. Lets you do a lot of cool stuff on it. You can trade crypto futures. You can copy trade other profitable crypto traders, research which ones are profitable. You can invest into like Shiba Inu or Dogecoin or these crypto gaming stocks like Mana, which is they've been some of the only ones holding in the market. Sandbox is up 10% today. Engine Studios is down a little bit, but those crypto gaming stocks are available on BitGet, which is really dope. Though some of those big altcoin technologies that are some of the only trending green cryptos are available on BitGet, so you can invest in that plus Shiba plus Doge if you want to. So you can do all that. You could also trade crypto futures, and so you can literally trade crypto futures. You can short Bitcoin. You can go long on Bitcoin. You can get up to 125 times leverage here. You know, you can get up to 125 times leverage trading crypto futures. So if you want to short Bitcoin or go long when the market's not really super bullish, you can on BitGet, super easy. And if you want to deposit money, you can. You just go to buy crypto at the top right and say, hey, I want to buy $500 worth of Bitcoin, you know, or using Visa. And then I just click purchase at the bottom right. But there's a lot of different ways to do it. You can do Google Pay, Apple Pay, Samsung Pay, bank transfer, whichever way you're really trying to deposit, you can. Or you can just send it over from Coinbase or something like that. You could also be a copy trader as well. So you get 10% of whatever you earn copy trader. So if you got 100 people following you, that adds up. And a lot of these traders in copy trading, let me show you this. A lot of these traders in copy trading are not trading obscene amounts of money. Like if we look at in terms of a cumulative transaction, look at some of these percentage gains. They're not trading with large sums of money, but they're earning money as copy traders by putting in good percentage gains. And so you can also paper trade if you want to practice to be a copy trader. They do allow US users, so you can use them if you're in the US. They do have KYC verification for US users, and I'll post the link if you want to check it out here. Great way to support the channel. Look at DWAC flying up. Here's the BitGet link if you want to check it out. You want to help support the channel, there's the link. Of course, I'm going to say that, though. I mean, they're a sponsor of our video, Lonnie, so of course I'm going to say it. But with that said, good luck. Love you all. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. We'll see you guys next time. Not a good day for me. We're down 100 and something bucks. Look at DWAC. DWAC's rip it up, guys. Is DWAC going to return here? And DWAC honestly held its gains really well. People were hating on DWAC just because of its political affiliations. But like the reality of it is, it held its gains really nicely. Like this thing went from like $8 up to 50 or 60, and people were mad it didn't hold like higher than that. Like, come on. Like this is a honestly really powerful stock. I don't know anything about the company. I'm not really super political as a person, but interesting stock to watch. Y'all check it out. We'll cover it a little bit later. But good luck, guys. Listen, love you all. Have a good day, and we'll see you guys later.